Yeah, you go on his server, it's a chance you can actually make real money. He said everybody that comes on his server makes money, and he makes 200 something $1,000 a month doing it, playing GTA.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so stuff like that.
Check it. Check it.
Alright, so I'm live now, bro. See, we're in the same building.
I especially think Jeremy should do it. As much as you play, man, you could be doing this making money without even leaving the house.
Right. I don't know why I just did that.
Shit, he gonna be doing it. I'm gonna be doing it. I'm gonna be with him.
Yeah, that's two kind of incomes though. One from the podcast and then one from your server for GTA.
Yeah.
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 Well, like I said, like this is just to get a visual, instead of just talking into the mic. Like we're just using this as a because like it's gonna be like different games I'm gonna use as well as a visual. Like it would have been suitable to do 2K for this topic because we're actually talking about basketball. So could have been playing 2K and just
Oh, y'all inside?
using the court. Yeah, I am.
Oh shoot. Okay, yeah.
But this is just what I'm saying, just to see how this flows.
Yeah. But I tell you what, you won't have 2K on there. I need to re-download that game because I ain't got that is deleted.
Well, it's like
Bro,
it kind of
this was
like
almost
fits.
deleted 2 days ago.
It
Mm.
kind of like fits the theme of what you're talking about. Like what I'm saying. So like this is still like formal because it's a table.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But like we just sitting
But
there
like
talking about it.
but definitely like when 2K was it 24 was a drop. What I'm saying,
Mm.
use 2K as a background because a lot of stuff that we're gonna be talking about we're gonna be comparing anyway. And so but yeah, this is a good start though. But yeah, so you get off that damn seat though.
Say
Yeah,
what?
you get up off that table. I mean that seat right there, bro.
For what?
Get off.
I was
You sitting at
already
the head
sitting
of the table.
there.
You sitting at the head of the table. Yep.
Boy, you know black people, boy. You know black people, bro.
It's two. It's two. Two.
You know black people,
Jeremy,
bro.
you need to go change.
But y'all got this.
I was here first. Go put on something else.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh
Wait a
my
minute.
god, bro.
Why y'all niggas look like twins? Y'all look the same, and you want me to move from the head of the table, nigga? Y'all, nah,
This dude
y'all
gonna
the,
sit and say,
We'll wait for you to get
I
back.
got all these suits.
y'all the
This
midgets.
dude,
Look
this
at
dude said,
y'all.
I got all these suits. And then you gonna come with you know what, bro? I'm not doing this.
Hey,
I'm not doing this.
hey, hey, that nigga was in your window, bro.
Bruh.
Right.
Hey,
I was
yeah,
standing
yeah,
outside for the
yeah.
longest.
Yeah, what he got on? Yeah, yeah, that look right. That look about right.
Yeah, man. Get my money green on, bro. God dang, Maul. You talking about I got all these suits. Gosh,
Let's
bro,
look.
this
This.
dude.
I was about to go with Gray.
But you should have went with Gray. Boy, Tory, bro. Mess up the whole angle. Yeah, well, if I could
You can't
zoom.
turn it where you looking at us.
Uh, to be in the middle, that would make sense.
I mean, I can get up, bro. I don't care. I'm just fucking with you. I'm just burning this place to the ground when I leave. That's all that
I
shit.
doubt it, bro. All right,
Burn
yeah.
it down.
Go to the live and make sure that we can at least hear them all again, bro. If I do it, it's gonna be a real big echo.
All right, bro. Hold on.
Yeah, echo.
I guess this works.
Yeah, that was Maul.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, though. I ain't get this shit. This shit live? Nah. What the fuck? Nope.
Whoa, what is that, buddy?
That was your shit. It was just something you already did. All right, start the live, man, or do it again, cause this shit.
It is live.
All right, hold on, let me go. All right, bet.
Okay, so that's what's up. All right, Maul, say something.
Michael, Mike, check, Mike, check. Yeah.
Yep, he on the.
Okay, all right. So, how you want to do the opener, man?
Hold on, I'm trying to fix this shit, man. Oh, I ain't want a loud echo in the back. I just wanted to make sure we got the. Hey, Maul, you need to go in there too, so we can have like his views. You know what I mean?
Uh,
Like somebody's in there.
Yeah, I guess like to like, I guess turn the volume down.
I ain't got the notification that you live. Oh, there it is.
He ain't a subscriber. No, just.
All right, Tory. So, do you want to take the reins of doing the opener?
Oh man, what we going? So what is it? I mean, it's cool. I don't know.
Like the introduction. That's all I'm
What
saying.
so basically, be like the Jeremy and Tory show where we talk about everything. That's what you put, right?
Yeah,
'Cause I can't see it.
yeah, that's what I put.
We about to get the first podcast in.
I'm gonna triple down on what I said earlier.
What you
Looking
say?
at this live, y'all need to get a Go PC. You get more customizable with these camera views, moving
Man,
mouths, and that kind of stuff. But
but
that's
nah,
next.
I could move the camera.
but
What are you talking about?
but not to mention like we ain't gonna be on this all the time. Like
Well,
you
why
know what I'm
not?
saying?
Yeah, that's
That's
cool. So
unique.
let's start with the opener then.
All right. Dang, boy. Dang, boy, you breathe really loud. I don't know if that's on my end. Is that on my end? Or can you hear that shit? Who
Yeah,
is
Hear what?
come on, man.
I don't hear nothing.
well, you got that shit inside your mouth, nigga? Goddamn. Yeah. Hey,
Hey, look,
listen, bro. I ain't.
boy. I don't
I
know what
can't.
Maul's doing over
Hey, listen, nigga. I can't take the shit for that, nigga. I don't. Ain't
That's
nobody
not me.
shit. Well, all right, well, nigga, I don't know. I don't know who it is, who it was, or
Oh
what.
man.
But Jeremy heard it and I heard it. So
All right,
either
man.
way.
So let's just forget the opener, okay?
Now I was
Let's
about to say
just.
something, but
Good
that
gracious,
nigga
man.
fucked some shit up, man. You heard that shit just like I heard it. Don't be good.
Good gracious, bro.
But yeah, we about to have this Jeremy and Tory podcast where we talk about everything. We got special guest Maul. What up, Maul? How you doing?
I'm great, man. Just living a dream.
Yeah, yeah. We all are. How you doing, Jay?
Good, good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right. Well, we got some stuff to talk about. So let's talk about this All Star Weekend. What y'all think about it, man? Any grades, any good things, and the bad things? Let's just dive into it a little bit.
So you want to start with the All Star Weekend?
Yeah. Might as well since we're gonna go there and then we can hit the NBA going in, what's going on, but
Okay. Well, Maul, you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
Um, I had zero interest in watching the All Star game. Um, Going into it, start with LeBron because he started this thing where it's more about fun and it's no longer about competition. Uh, it used to be a time where we see the best players get together and actually compete against each other for the title. But nowadays it's just like, all right, let's just put on the show for the crowd. I ain't necessarily blaming LeBron, but it kind of started with his era.
I think you
Uh,
kind of did.
yeah, but it's I
I'm
mean,
about to say what?
but when you think about it, he actually said it out loud one time. He was like, let's just put on the show, give the crowd a show. And it's like ever since then, it's not been any defense, it's not been any real competition. And now a few times they played hard in the fourth quarter or
Yeah.
that last couple of minutes. It got competitive, but for the most part, it was more or less what we saw uh, this past weekend. Um,
Okay,
and it's
let me.
annoying from
What?
my perspective, but
Okay, let me stop you right there because what are you saying, Mo? Are they supposed to be playing hard
no, I mean they're supposed to be competing. Like
for an All
if you
Star
look at the
game?
history of the if you look at the history of the All Star game, you usually you saw competition even when Kobe was playing. But recently, it's let him dunk, let him catch the lobs, let him get his fast breaks, and just move out the way. It's not even an attempt to play defense.
So you don't think like it's good for the fans to see highlights rather than actual gameplay?
Nah, because if you're gonna do all those crazy dunks, then you should be in the dunk contest. Like
See,
that's when you want to see that kind of stuff.
I have to agree with Maul because as
Wow.
far as like I don't know about the whole. I know it's rare. Viewers, listeners, y'all gonna know this.
You
This is
acting
very
random.
rare.
You acting real
This is very
random.
rare.
Right.
This is very rare. Believe me, y'all. Yep. But y'all see as time go on. But anyway, no, I'm saying because I can't stand it, bro. I cannot stand. You know, I don't like that all cool with everybody stuff. Anyway, we enemies. I don't care if it's All Star game or not. You come in with a dunk if you want to, you might end up in the bleachers. But
Correct.
Oh damn.
that I'm
Turn.
saying that. Listen, man. I don't think it should be played like that. I do miss the times when you had guys competing and trying to win. And yes, you had some dunks here and there, but they earned it. It looked better, and it was more, it was just a better game to watch when they were doing the moves, but it was with defense. It was with
Correct.
they had to earn it. That's what made it better. Now they just doing moves like okay, whatever. Like times.
Yeah.
60 of them was threes. Like you better get a record. All I'm saying is
Uncontested.
like, yes, man, it's so dumb to watch, bro. I just can't. I can't. It hurts my eyes. It's not
Mm.
basketball. Like when a couple years ago when they had Steph Curry lay down so he could do
Right.
who's that Giannis to get a dunk or
Giannis.
something like that. Man, listen, it's cool to watch them guys, but it's even better when you can do that. Be the All Star Weekend, you can do that stuff, but earn it. It looks better when you have to earn it. When you truly dunk on somebody trying to block your shot. When you hitting those threes and they out there guarding you for real. Like I want to see. You ain't got to go 100% like you in playoff basketball, but dang, they play harder at the YMCA.
Right.
Like I don't want to see that,
Hmm.
man. I don't want to see that. Like it's not entertaining to me. It might be, you know what I mean? Like it's not entertaining. It
But you're
it's
asking
horrible.
you asking players to pretty much never take a break.
No, I'm asking them to put forth some effort and don't look ridiculous out there because everybody. I don't even why even lacing up? Why y'all even got jerseys on? They shouldn't even take the
Yeah.
warm ups off. Like for real, for real. They shouldn't even take warm up. All right, look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna come out half court. You just move out the way. Y'all stand over there. I'm gonna come through the lane and dunk. You that's on it. You talking about seeming scripted? Like, bro, they don't do nothing. It's not even
Hmm.
like
But it
like
don't
you.
count for nothing though.
It don't have to count for nothing. I'm saying like you sitting
Yeah.
there and you crossing over air, bro. That's what you basically doing.
Right.
Anybody can cross. So what? How I know you're like you looking like, oh, these handles is good and all that. Ain't nobody guarding you. It
And
looks
nope.
better at the All Star game. They used to play. They used to play. Dre, and you know it. They used to play harder at the All Star game, and those moves and dunks, and anything used to look better because it was some effort. Now
Yep.
that game is trash, bro. It's
Well,
trash.
here's my thing though. Just because they used to do it doesn't mean like it's still reasonable now. It's like you do got to get smarter. Like I said, like you got to factor in fatigue, where your team is placed. You know what I'm saying? Like what's the long term goal? And I don't think a All Star game is a must have. You know what I'm
Let
saying?
me.
Like it's for the fans. You know what I'm saying? Like you're giving back to the fans to let them
Is
see like
that
in a,
really giving back to him?
yeah, they get
I
to, you know
don't.
what I'm
It
saying,
don't
see their
look like
favorite
it.
players. They get to
Yeah,
see the
but
top players in the league on the same floor.
I get that, and that part's cool. But they ain't playing, and that's what I'm
They
saying. Back in
exact
the
yes.
day, back in the day, they played, and these guys played 81 games. These dudes sit out 30 games, and
Yeah.
you still can't play. You can't be that tired. You can't be that tired, bro. What are y'all doing? Because you dang sure don't play hard like they used to every night. You dang sure ain't playing hard in the All Star game. You dang sure, and y'all sit more than ever. People, yeah, they coming to pay their tickets during the regular season. And y'all sitting down. Then you get to the All Star game. It ain't even a game because ain't nobody doing nothing playing defense. People scoring 185 points. That don't even make no sense. Nah, bro. Nah,
Well,
man.
look,
Y'all, hey,
okay.
look. I want All Star tickets so I can boo the entire time.
Well, you would not do that. Look, okay, then let's shift it to something else because y'all both seem to feel the same way about that. Okay, so let's start on the very beginning. What about the celebrity game?
The
I
celebrity
didn't see
game,
that.
man. I did see it. I was watching DK Metcalf dunk. I was watching. I enjoyed the fact that you had what's that little singer Janelle Monae went up for a shot and Calvin Johnson I think threw that junk and he was like, nah, you ain't about to get this. But like it was more fun to watch when Kevin Hart was in it. But
Yeah.
Oh my God.
it was, man. But I'm saying, like, you had some of those guys. It was saying one dude actually played D1. I can't remember one of the celebrities. He actually played D1 in college. He said he rode the bench, but still playing D1 is D1. Now it must have been a little while because he didn't look like it. But it was all right. It was more competitive than the All Star game. I'll tell you that.
All right. So let me. All right, Mo. What about you?
I didn't. I saw a few highlights. I didn't actually watch the game. For me, it's difficult to watch people that
Oh,
actually
how's it
can't play
going?
basketball. Just to say I saw them on the court. You don't play basketball. You've never played basketball. I don't understand the point of you actually being on. Like Janelle Monae one time, I saw the highlights, some of the highlights, and Janelle Monae was playing defense when her team had the ball.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that
that was
kind of
pretty
stuff.
bad. It was
Like
pretty bad.
I mean,
Hey,
DJ Metcalf got the fast break and blatantly double dribbled before he could get his gather steps together to dunk the ball. I mean, that's cool, but
well, they do that in the league.
yeah,
But
Well,
what you think?
well. See, I think for what it does, it brings an audience that's not really focused on basketball. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So I think like as a marketing, I think it's very smart. You know what I'm saying? You bring in influencers, you know what I'm saying, famous people, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
all that into one, and then like basketball is the center of it. So I think it's smart. It ain't really there for
the
a serious
basketball
game.
aspect.
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
because you know what I'm saying. Some of the people is like, yeah, bro, you shouldn't be on the court. You know,
well,
and so it's
I
cool
think you
because
had to
I'll
sign a
actually,
waiver.
yeah, but I actually applaud them for getting out there and like, someone like to play in little celeb pro-am stuff like that. They've been
mm,
different. Like I said, like past couple, like some years ago when you had Kevin Hart in it because he's such a big star. When they was trying to get, I don't know if they ever got him, but I've watched like little things. It was a little while ago now, but Chris Brown actually playing ball and that dude can hoop. Well, it looked
yeah, he
like
can
he can
actually
hoop.
play a little bit.
And
Yeah,
so it's like you get those kind of guys who that's fun, that's big followings, but they can hoop too. I think they need to mix more of them in as well.
Or
But
oh, Tory
you
left.
got kicked because you ain't move your controller, move your analog.
Yeah, he'll be
oh
back in
dang,
here. He'll be back in here.
I'll be back in there. They can still hear me on the thing though, right?
Yeah,
I'm
you got
sure.
kid for the
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
You
yeah,
get kid for the party.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm saying
Oh,
like,
go ahead.
go ahead.
As I said, another take on that when you saying people that bring in the people that don't actually play basketball to see the celebrities and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if y'all went to Charlotte when the All Star game was in Charlotte a few years ago.
I hate I
Um,
missed it.
yeah, you can if you're just downtown near the stadium where they have all of the people like they had what's called an Epic Center, a
Hmm.
bunch of shops and that kind of stuff right next to the stadium. You'll see all those people. Like we saw a whole bunch of basketball players. We saw even like celebrities. I can't think of Marvin Bagley. We saw him. We about
Uh-huh.
almost saw Klay Thompson. I was standing next to the kid that played for the Raptors. I can't even think his name right now. But what
He
I'm
plays
saying
for the
is,
Raptors right now.
yeah, he doesn't start though. I think he come off the bench. He was a trade target. I can't think of his name. Obi, I think it's like some weird like
Oh,
that. But anyway,
I think he's
um,
starting now, but go ahead.
okay, yeah. So, just being in the area, you'll see all those people just by being downtown, and it's parties and everything, clubs and everything. So, like when the All Star game is in town, it kind of takes over the city. And I got to experience that because I didn't know it was as big as it was. But you see everybody just by being in the area.
Yeah, that's pretty dope though. That's pretty dope. But
Okay.
yeah, yeah, that's pretty
So,
dope. Like,
what we was saying?
oh, I was just saying, but yeah, I mean, like I like the celebrity game. It's cool that they got there. Like you said, seeing Calvin Johnson, DK Metcalf, they actually are athletic, so they was like there dunking. You had a couple guys that are celebrities that was putting in some pretty good shots, man, crossing and stuff like that. But the majority of them, you're like, okay, yeah, what they out here for? But I get it. I know why they
Hmm.
out there. It's celebrity game. So it was cool, man. I just like you have those. Like I said, when Kevin Hart was in it, I keep going back to him because I seen it looked like the whole arena was full when that dude was out there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you
Mm.
getting them people like that, and he's, of course,
Jamal, what are you doing, bro?
he said he
That's the
retired
wrong
or
button.
whatever like that, but from doing that. But like you get some big enough people like that, man, to keep doing it and keep it rolling. You'll have a lot more people looking at it. But it is I think the celebrity game is pretty cool, man. I really do. Like you said, for it's getting people out there realm, but you getting more spotlight to the league that wouldn't normally have it.
Right.
Right, right. Okay.
I,
So,
I wouldn't change that.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
okay. y'all cool with serve again, but trashing it off. Okay, but anyway. So, moving to the
Because it's
next
Oh,
topic.
trash.
hold on. One more thing. Baseball used to have a thing. I don't know if they still have it, where the winner of the All Star game, that team's conference or that team's it's conference got home field advantage in the World Series.
I
So
don't
if
know
the
if they still
NBA
do
was
that or
ever
not, but
to if they ever moved to something like that, and they went back East West, then the game would
yeah,
mean something. It'd be much more fun to watch.
yeah, it might.
That's the
Yeah,
part that
yeah.
I thought that y'all was gonna tackle on the most. So there's no more
Right.
East and West.
Ah, well, we got time, baby. Let's tackle.
What?
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't know why
well,
they switched that format. That was weird.
so you think they should go back to that?
I don't see the point in them mixing it up the way they did. Unless it's something corny like, oh, you'll get to see players that wouldn't normally be on the same team play together. But what's the point in seeing that if it's not an actual basketball game?
Yeah, cause I
Mm,
do I do
okay,
like something in
see that.
state. You know what I'm saying? You have something that like, okay, you guys do this. It's gonna benefit y'all if y'all kind of play a little bit,
Right.
and it would be better. It really would be better, man.
Okay,
So
well, let's try to move on to another topic. Okay, so let's talk about the skills challenge. Any comments about the skills challenge?
I didn't see
what
any of that, so
I
you can
know
talk about that.
The Utah boys wanted for they since it was in Utah. That's it was pretty cool
Yeah,
what they did because
it was pretty rough.
that they did. Yeah, yeah, because
Uh,
what them what the hey
they were trying to shoot. I was like, bruh, good
nah
gracious.
them other what the rookies is out there.
Yeah, it was kind of rough,
The
bruh.
rookies was bad. What was the other team? I can't. It's crazy. We talking about. I
Um,
can't even remember the other team. But God, yeah, they sucked.
yeah, it was like Ricky's Utah. I don't want to say vets. I don't know. Um,
Hey, real quick, because I know we talking about. Hey, I'm a knock and let me in.
Oh, you
Oh,
are?
knock it, let me in, yeah. But
Maybe I need to stand up. I don't know. I know. See
yeah.
that.
But yeah, like it, it's kind of
All right, yeah,
self-explanatory.
there it
Like
is.
as far as the skill challenge, like I said, it was cool that Utah guys won being in Utah. That was only pretty much the highlight of the skill challenge to me.
Hmm.
Really, that I'm glad they won it. You know what I mean?
Okay. Um, let's warm on up to the 3-point contest because I know Dane took it.
Dang time, boy. Y'all know what time it is?
Yeah, I
But
like. I
but
enjoyed that.
I hate to say it. Is it because Clay and Steph wasn't it?
Nah.
I mean, we don't know that, but Dame is a
Mm?
shooter, player. Dame is now.
Mm?
You know how I feel like that. I got Steph number one point guard, but Dame is my
Oh,
number two.
I keep turning the wrong way. Yeah, yeah.
Dame is my number two.
Who
I've been on Dame for a minute. Y'all know this.
who
Yo,
who all was in it? I really can't remember.
I
Well,
mean, go ahead, Ma.
brings to the next point. The one thing I like about it is the camera angle because you can actually get a good look at people's jumpers. Jason Tatum has an ugly shot, and I didn't realize it until I saw it in the 3-point contest. That thing looks goofy when he's shooting consistent like that.
How you just
Man,
recognizing that though?
no, I thought because when I always hated the way his elbow bent in, but the way when he released, it's just the whole thing is ugly. I was kind of upset about it, but you can kind of see why he lost. Um, it's really not
Well,
a contest
it's more
for
like
jump
a
shooters.
yeah. It's about if you got like a good mechanic, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's for. It's not for somebody that gotta take 3 or 4 motions to shoot the
Right,
ball.
that thing ugly, man. I was kind of upset about that, but I kind of say I was. D- Dame kind of surprised me, man. I knew he could shoot, but I ain't know he could shoot like that.
Hey,
What?
man. What
That
Dame
thing.
No.
time is Dame time for a reason, Ma.
Nah, I mean, I'm talking well from a mechanic perspective. Like everything about his shot, I like. I mean, he's kind of twisted too far to the left, but I didn't know his shot was that pure. If that
Look,
makes sense.
man, you just talking about everybody's shot. But
No. It's a nice shot. That's what I'm saying. But like I said, when you see it consistently shot like that, you got to get the good look at their mechanics. Um, but at the same time, you can't knock him because Steph and Clay wasn't in it. They've been in it many times before and won it many times. So I mean, at some point they got to rest. But plus Steph was hurt.
yeah,
Mm.
but
But
I tell you what, you talking about Jason Tatum and my boy Dame, and I'm gonna tell you what, t- um, Julius Randle don't ever go back in there. Don't
yeah,
ever
Oh
go
yeah,
back
he
in
was in it. Oh
out
man.
there. Hey, I could have beat Julius Randle. I promise you
I
I
don't
could
know
have.
why he was in it in the first place.
Hey, they
I
trying to
thought
get
that
big
was a
man
joke.
love. They trying to get big man love because Carl Anthony Towns won it last year.
Right, he should have repeated. I don't know why wasn't he in it this time?
Yeah, he wasn't
He
gonna
hurt.
repeat. Yeah,
Oh,
and he hurt, but
oh,
he
he's
wasn't
hurt.
gonna
Oh,
repeat.
okay.
Yeah, he hurt.
Yeah. But and then you had like Laurie Markkinen, another the Utah Jazz,
Yeah.
representing Utah
He
since
got
it
a
was
nice shot.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
got a nice
do.
shot.
I can't believe the Bulls gave it, boy. I'm talking about my Bulls, boy, out there.
Oh man, your boy. Good gracious life. Dude to play for the Pacers. I can't think of his name.
Tyrese Halliburton, his
Oh
his
my God,
his
his
Oh
his
yeah.
form
shot
is
Yeah.
his shot
jacked.
his
It
shot a
go
little
in though.
different.
Yeah,
His shot a little different. Now, hey, he hit a lot. He hit a lot that first round. What was it, like 31 or something crazy?
yeah. Didn't he get second? Who got second?
Buddy
Was it
Hield.
him?
Buddy
No,
Hield
Buddy
got
Hill was out
second.
in
Yeah.
the first round.
No, he wasn't.
Okay, I got it wrong. Okay.
No, I think Buddy Hield got second, bro.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It might have been Hill. But your boy, he was lighting it up first round. Um,
Yeah, Halliburton. He got a little weird little shot too, but yeah. Who I thought was gonna do better, man. It was two dudes I thought was gonna do better. I thought Tyler Hero and I thought what's your boy from the Kings, Kevin Helter, the other.
Oh
oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I know you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he used to play for the Hawks, right? Didn't he used to play for the Hawks?
Correct.
I,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought them two dudes was gonna do better. I thought it was gonna have a better showing.
Yeah, that was disappointing. Say the least.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
those lights are different than, you know what I'm saying, out there on the court. Like,
yeah. By
it's a different
yourself
vibe.
with
Yeah, it's a
them
different
racks.
vibe.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Nah, you right.
Okay.
You right.
So let's get down to the nitty gritty then, the dunk contest.
Man, boy, listen. Let's go ahead and get some stuff out the way first. Okay, I've been looking at a lot of a lot of sports shows, and I'm gonna speak on what you hear them say. They're sitting there talking about as far as the negative reaction, right? Where the stars aren't in it anymore, and it's like I agree. Before,
They were talking about like influencers and Instagram. It shouldn't be
yeah,
it shouldn't be that. It
but
should
no,
be
but the
NBA
thing is,
players.
but Matt McClung has been in the league in and out that in the G League, right?
True.
Just
Right.
because
True.
he's been a influence or a sensation since high school because his dunking. This dude had a D1 scholarship, went to Georgetown first. I know he transferred to Texas Tech. I think that might have been when he ended up. I can't remember if he
Thought it was
transferred somewhere else.
OSU.
No, he was Georgetown. Then I know he was Texas Tech. But
Okay,
either
it might
way,
have been
man.
that.
So he's been balling. He's been on YouTube because that's the social media area, whatever. But that dude is a dunker. He's a baller, obviously. But he played in the league.
Yeah,
Like, oh,
he
he
was on the
don't.
Lakers.
Yep.
Yeah, and
The
I think he was on
Warriors.
the Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now he's with Phillies. I think Phillies G League team, right? But it's not
Right.
like this dude has never cracked an NBA roster or had a chance to get there. He's a professional, whether it's G League, NBA, he's 10-day contracts or whatever the case it is, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so he is. So I don't like the disrespect as far as that for him. I get that he, is in the G League right now. But they sitting there talking about just influencers. No, man. Like, this dude's a baller.
No, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if I go that far, but
What
yeah,
you
no,
mean?
because what I'm saying
Ma,
is
Ma, go play him right now, Ma. Go play
no,
him
no,
right
no.
now.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I can't touch nobody in the NBA,
But that's
but
what I'm
him.
saying.
But
To even get to that level, you have to be able to play ball, Ma.
yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I'm simply saying
I'm
we
not
only
talking
know
about
him from dunking. Like he didn't do much in college. He
okay,
didn't
but
do much at Georgetown. He didn't do much at Texas Tech. And that's what you say he went
go
second
look at
time.
his stats. He wasn't scoring just off dunks. He was shooting threes. You
No,
can't
he
get to the G League just off dunks, Ma. You can't get to an NBA roster just off dunks. It don't happen like that.
no,
You
I
know
agree.
that.
I agree that he can play, but his skill set won't work because of how small he is. He's not a
Mm.
good enough scorer to make up for his height deficiency.
Mm.
He's
Man,
not like Kyrie is only like 6'2", 6'3", but Kyrie can score with anybody.
okay, but
That's
there's
Mm-hmm.
only
kind
one
of the difference.
Kyrie. But you see a whole bunch of now we because we talking about the dunk contest. We ain't about to dive into all these guys that's out there and you're like,
Yeah,
I watch one right now, your boy Reeves for the Lakers. He ain't no baller like that either. You want to put it like that, but he out there. I mean, look, man, I'm not. We
well,
gonna.
he's
I'm
tall and
not
can
even
shoot.
going. Man, so Matt McClung, I'm not about to go in there. We
Yeah,
on this dunk contest, but I'm saying, I'm saying that they disrespected him all on there, and I don't think it's right because he is a NBA G League or 10-day contract kind of guy, and it takes a lot of work to get there. And he didn't fold under the lights. He wasn't scared of a brand or not being this or not being that. He could have went in and sucked, and then they could have really got on him, right? Like, oh, that's why you don't let G Leaguers in there, or you don't let whatever. But he
but this
didn't.
is yeah, that's what he does though. That
But
ain't
still, it's the point of that they would have been like, no, you don't let people like this in. That's why you don't. But when you got stars that you have all these game dunks and people that you know that I like Ja Morant. Now I know Zion's hurt, but you got people like that. You got all these, but these guys won't be in the dunk contest because they worrying about losing.
yeah,
That's
that
what they're
brand.
worrying about. Yeah, forget your brand.
Yeah,
Your brand should be soft because you ain't going out there doing that. You ain't going out there
yeah.
doing the dunk contest. And like, did LeBron ever do an NBA dunk contest?
And you
No.
just cascaded
No.
right into my next
Exactly.
point. He started
Exactly.
it.
He ain't do it. Like Kobe did it.
He started that. LeBron started it. That's my point. He started the nonsense.
Hey,
Everybody follow right on in his footsteps too. Not none of the stars want to do it. It was the same issue with him. Worried about his brand.
but see, that's the crazy thing because, like, you know, I know he won in the
BS.
right, but I'm saying that just because LeBron do it, it's only one LeBron. Y'all ain't LeBron. Y'all ain't
Mm.
LeBron. And so, and they never was. They never. He is or who, you know, whatever the case is. But I'm sitting there like, don't you think if you go out there and do it for your brand and win? Blake Griffin went out there and he did it, jumping over kids, gotten all these other endorsement deals because he did all that.
Mm.
My
But
thing
what
is,
if?
man, you going
But
out
what if
there
he loses?
scared. But what
But
if? So what? Dwight
That's the.
Howard lost to Nate Robinson.
That was. That was me. He
That
shouldn't have beat Andre Iguodala either. If we want to go back in history, I don't understand how
I
that even happened. But that's a whole other problem. Now
I,
go ahead.
I
I'm
got
sorry.
that, but I'm saying now you good, but I'm saying you got Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon. Yes, they lost, and you can be like whoever, but those dunk contests are memorable, man.
That might be the best one ever.
But think about that. But now you got these stars, they scared, bunch of scared, boy, bunch of boy. Man, I need to be in front of the NBA room, bro.
I
Okay,
mean,
well,
What
eventually
you
that thing
think,
gonna
Jay?
die anyway.
What you think, Jay? Look, I know we over here talking now.
Right.
What you getting in?
well, you doing mainly all the talking. But here's my thing. I think what they're trying to do is like, say for instance, like with boxing, like with Jake Paul. You know, they don't want outside people. Like, I'm not saying like McClung is like an outside player. Like, obviously he's
Hmm.
in the NBA, but I'm just saying like they don't want people to start gravitating towards, you know, these Instagram dunkers. Cause they also have like these other shows as well. These little
Hmm.
dunk shows that they be having. Like that, it is bringing a lot of attention. So I guess they're saying
Hmm.
like they don't want that to somehow creep into, you know what I'm saying, the dunk contest because like y'all pretty much done said, like the people that you want to see is saying no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to twist an ankle or I don't want to, you know, get exposed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think that's where the jab was going. They don't want
Hmm.
they want NBA players to step up to the plate.
Hmm.
And so maybe somebody would be like, oh, they think I can't do it, and then they actually do it, and it's bigger than ever. So I think it's more like them trying to get somebody, excuse me, to actually like do it, rather than like consider him as like an influencer because
Hmm.
they know he played, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, that was kind of crazy. But that's my intake on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I just think like eventually somebody's gonna do it.
So who do y'all like think or would you want? I have a name in my mind, like he's not a big star or whatever like that, but I've seen this dude in game dunks. But of course I want some big stars. But who do y'all think who would y'all want in the dunk contest?
Um,
Zion.
I don't think we're ever gonna see Zion. Um,
We might
because
not
it's
see
about
Zion play again.
yeah. This is it's kind of around the time when he's going to consistently be injured. So I doubt we'll ever see him in a dunk contest. It's right on
Y'all just
time for him.
proposed a question. Who do you
Um,
want to
My
see?
bad. My
It didn't
bad.
have
Go
all
ahead.
those stipulations, bro.
yeah.
You just sat there and said, "Who do you want to see?" Now I'm getting judged by the one
Hey,
sentence.
my bad, my bad, my bad. Your sentence was wrong. No, I'm just playing.
Good
But no,
gracious.
but I would want to see Zion too. Who think? Well, Ma, who else y'all got?
I
You
think
got Ja?
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I want
I
to see
think it's,
that too.
but that's the thing. Ja reminds me of Russell Westbrook. It's not a lot of creativity in their dunks. It's just a bunch of aggression. That's why I was never really interested in seeing Russell Westbrook in the dunk contest because he's not a creative dunker. He's just aggressive when he gets to the rim.
Okay.
I don't think Ja would be creative at all. I think, like I said, he just does stuff with a lot of power. Um, I
Okay.
don't know. I think
That makes sense.
the way it is right now is the way it's gonna be because I can't even think off the top. Like we're not gonna see any Vince Carter's anymore. You knew when he got to the dunk contest he was gonna do something crazy because he was doing crazy stuff in games. on
Yeah.
fast breaks and stuff. We've already seen Paul George. Anybody that does like some crazy dunk in the games is who you would
Mm.
want to see in the dunk contest. But I, right now, nobody really jumps out. I think Zion would have been the easy option, but like I said, he's probably gonna be hurt around this time every year. It's kind of right on time for him. He's
Shade,
gonna come back for a
shade.
couple of games and towards the end, and then he's gonna be out. They say we're saving him for next season, and it's gonna be a routine. November, December, he's gonna be hurt again. So, I
Maul
don't
just
know.
want to take the knife and just keep twisting it.
Hey, 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 hey,
But
it's in there.
I don't like
He
overhyped
about to
people,
get the
bruh.
second one. He about
That
to get the
rubs me
second one.
wrong.
He about to get the second one.
The question was, who do you want to
Yeah.
see?
See,
Good
yeah.
gracious.
That's what I'm saying. The people, I don't know none of them dudes. I don't know none of them dudes that was in the dunk contest. Kenyon Martin's son, it's corny. They always bringing out their dads to hold the ball for him or throw a lot. That's just stupid. Like your boy Anthony last year. Greg Anthony's son can't
That's
throw.
who I want
Yeah.
to see. Anthony Edwards.
Oh,
Hmm.
bam! There you go. Okay, I roll
I
with that.
want to see.
Anthony
I want
Edwards.
to see
There
Anthony
you go.
Edwards. You know who else I want to see? No, dang, I got kicked again. I ain't
Boy,
playing him.
you gotta keep.
Turning your chair for.
Yeah. My bad. But
Folks
listen,
in the
I'll be
heavy.
back in there. I'll be back in there.
Yeah,
But
Anthony Edwards. That's a good one.
so another dude I want to see, man. He don't. I don't say get. He's a rookie, and he didn't get to play college. But that dude sharp. It's for the Portland Trailblazers, man.
The white dude?
That no, it's Shaden Sharp. I think he went to Kansas, but he didn't get to play because of eligibility issues or something like that. But bro, y'all have to look at just like how high he jumps. Just I think
That ain't enough.
no, listen, no. Just go look at his highlights. See, you don't even know what I'm talking about. Go look at Shaden Sharp highlights, right? And just to see what you think, because like you haven't seen him. So I think he would be able to do some stuff in a dunk contest. Now I could be wrong, but that's just what I think. So I would
It,
love to see where you have John Morant, where even though you don't think he just aggression, but I would love to see John Morant. I would love to see Zion, Anthony Edwards, and this kid Sharp in the dunk contest. I
that
think it would
could
be
work.
really good, man. And then you will have everybody. The ratings they will have, the people in the building, it would be lined up, standing up. Like because they just those big enough stars. And then you have somebody like the up and coming sharp kid at night that could surprise everybody. You be like, man, who is this? And then he go out there and do good, and the other ones might do good. Man, bro, I think it'll be crazy. Now I think Anthony Edwards will win it, but man, it would be. I would love to see
Hmm.
something like that.
My thing is because y'all keep talking about Anthony Davis. Edwards.
That boy.
I'm talking about like creativity.
That's It's not
I
that
don't think he
many people that do that
brings.
anymore.
I don't think he brings creativity.
You don't think he can bring creativity?
I haven't
Ah,
seen it.
I just feel like he could. I just feel like he could.
Now,
It's just like the kid for the Knicks. When I saw that he was in the dunk contest, my first question was why? Because I've seen him jump before. His chin is above the rim. I was like, oh, that's impressive. I don't know if you've ever seen highlights of him dunking, but his chin is always above the rim when he dunks the ball. He's literally dunking down into the basket.
Uh
But
huh.
that's it. What you saw from
You
him
talking
in the
about you
dunk
talking about
contest,
Jericho Sims?
yeah, what you saw from
Okay.
him in the dunk contest is what he does all the time. I said when I saw him, I'm like, why he doesn't? I bet you he gonna do some of the most basic, straight up jump. Just I want to show people how high I can get dunks. He ain't gonna do nothing crazy. He did the same dunk twice, and then had the
What?
audacity to put a envelope on the net talking about 50. Man, did you see the crowd
that was
reaction after he done the
corny.
second one?
That was so
They was just
corny,
standing there
bro.
looking at him like, yo, what? You didn't do anything. We know you can jump high, but we don't want to see
Yeah.
you jump and dunk straight down in the rim with your elbow. That's just stupid. We've seen that before.
I mean,
I
unless
feel
he
But
you.
could
that's the
jump
problem with a
on
lot of
top of
people
the
though.
So
backboard.
so what do y'all think about if like? Because I just thought of another name. Because we was talking about Charlotte. What about Bridges?
No,
He was
You
in
don't think?
it. Hasn't he done it already?
I think
I
so.
don't know.
I
I
think
can't
so.
I think he
remember. He might
tried.
have.
Yeah, and he just didn't get that far. I think he got the
Yeah,
first
it was
round.
like
Probably
no.
missing dunks. Yeah,
Hmm.
Okay. See, I ain't know that.
I think
I ain't know
the
that.
something that they should consider because this whole thing with the stars not participating anymore is moving the dunk competition show that they had on, I think it's on TNT, and letting that replace the dunk contest. That might be the only options that we have, because
You
other than that,
you
it's gonna
talking
be a
about
bunch
with
of no
that?
names.
You
You talking
saying
about
do
with that
what?
Jordan? I think I know who you talking like that. Like when they had that Jordan Killian dude. They
Yeah,
did
yeah, all those guys, and then Kenny Smith and Shaq and them
those
was, and
professional
Charles
dunkers. See,
Barkley.
I know what
Yeah,
you're talking about. Yeah,
That's
those
what they
yeah.
were
dudes.
saying. That's the people
But
that they were
they don't
saying
want that
that they,
though.
yeah, exactly, that they don't want.
Yeah, I know but that's the whole problem. Is either you're gonna have that, or you're
I'm
gonna
buzzing,
have
Jay. I'm
what
buzzing.
we saw. Regardless of the
Okay.
fact, you're gonna have no names like Matt McClung gonna come out of nowhere, but you're not gonna see him on the court, so you're not gonna get an opportunity to see him doing that stuff in the game.
Well,
Oh damn.
I'm just trying to think now because like
Let me
it's kind
sit
of
back down,
hard
bro.
trying to think about
Right,
dunkers
right.
like
Nobody,
that.
nobody does anything crazy anymore because the professional dunkers have kind of taken over. So in the NBA, all you seeing is people working on step backs and gather steps and spin moves, little goofy stuff, changing the rules of the game to make it
But
interesting.
see, that's what I'm
Yeah, they
saying.
definitely be traveling.
They know that that's the path that the NBA is about to take, and that's why they
Hmm.
said something because they don't want influencers. They want to see NBA players get creative and do these things or practice on it and stuff like that.
Right.
But to
And
be
I,
honest with you, that's going to be the wave.
But how can you
but they,
incentivize somebody making $45 million to be in the dunk contest?
No way.
yeah,
Yeah.
No
I
way.
don't know what you gotta do. Like, I don't know what you gotta do. But I do think, like, at some point, man, it shouldn't be. At some point, it should be like pride. It should be
That's gone.
as far as them caring, man, like I'm the best dunker. Like at some point, like I'm gonna show y'all. That's what I'm saying. Like when you had Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon, those dudes, man, they cared. They put on shows, bro,
Hmm.
shows, and they were stars. Ain't superstars, but
Yeah.
they were stars.
I'm about to say,
No, but they are stars now. They were stars, and that kind of. I know Zach LaVine done made multiple All Star things, but I'm saying like, bro, come on, man. Like it's
Nah,
just got you gotta have some kind of pride, some kind of something like you want to be the best or something, don't you? Come
that's
on, man. I
that's another topic. And I'm gonna lay that on the shoulders of LeBron. He came in with a whole nother mindset. It's the saddest thing in the world. He changed the whole course of the league with the way he thought about it. But
Maul is not letting go of
I'm gonna go
LeBron
back.
being in the
Yeah,
call, so
nah,
every
bro.
time.
nah, but I
LeBron,
can't.
Ball think LeBron started the whole Big Three movement, don't you, bro?
I know he did.
No, he
Who
did
started it?
not.
Who started it?
Boston. It's probably stuff
No,
before that, but Boston definitely did it before
Boston.
LeBron did, because LeBron was in
When
Cleveland.
like check this out. When Boston came together, KG, Ray Allen, Paul
Well, on
Pierce
different teams, right?
was no, they was 32, 33,
I
and
don't care about
34
the
years old.
age, Jamal. Where they
No,
on different
that
teams.
that matters. That matters because LeBron did it before his prime.
Mm,
He did it before he hit his prime. That's
mm.
where the difference is because everybody before him, everybody they were old. They were past their prime when they came. Like Karl Malone and Gary Payton on the Lakers, 35 plus. Look at this, the Rockets with Charles Barkley and them, 35 plus. It's
Clyde
like
Drexler.
everybody did it late in their career to try to get that last shot of the ring, but LeBron did it before his prime. But
But
this
you
is a
talking
whole nother
about
issue.
prime? No. But you talking about prime, and you talking about prime, and talking about the people who still did it. They still did it, whether it's prime or
No,
not. Because Boston won a championship, Maul.
but it's a difference.
It
They
is a
won
difference,
a
Tori.
ring,
No.
Maul.
I'm
Tori, it is
saying
a
this.
difference.
This is where the difference comes in,
Oh my God.
and this is what opened the door for Kevin Durant to do what he did because LeBron, unlike a lot of people, had coming into the league had expectations to be the greatest to have ever done it. So he came in with a different expectation than other people. So the light on him was brighter to
But
do it the
that's his
right way.
fault.
But he tried to steal it. Like most people, and this is the difference between the older players. They were trying to dominate and be the best within their generation. within the group of guys that they came in with, I want to show y'all I'm the best in this group. LeBron was never competing against anybody that he came in with. He was competing against Jordan since the first time he laced him up on the NBA court. So it was no problem for him to say, okay, let me use the guys I came in with, Chris Bosh, D Wade, to help me get to where I need to go, as opposed to me saying I want to show everybody I'm better than them. Everybody's already said I'm better than them. So let me just join forces with them, and now I can compete against Jordan, I can compete against Magic, I can compete against all those guys that came before me and get my name on the totem. That's why, and what that did was it opened a gaping hole for somebody that's as soft as Kevin Durant to do what he did. Go to the best team in the league last year, the team that just put you out the playoffs. That's why it made it easy for him to do it before his prime as well. And that's where we're headed. Everybody had to stack the deck at that point.
He got ridiculed more than Bron did.
He should have. That was the weakest match because he had an opportunity to be considered the GOAT. Both of those two. That's why it was so crazy that them two did it, because they had a chance to be considered the greatest to ever do it. So they got the most ridicule because of that. Anybody else does it, it doesn't make a real difference. Like Paul Pierce and Kawhi coming together, that don't make a real difference. Neither one of them is going to be considered the greatest ever done it. And Kawhi, he's clearly just a lightning in the bottle for that one time he won in Toronto, and he ain't done nothing since.
He won in San Antonio too, Mo. But
no, I mean as the main player, he was a role player. Now,
he was a role player.
He got the Finals MVP, but Danny Green was about to be the Finals MVP if they would have beat Miami that year. LeBron
UNC, shout out UNC.
Yeah.
I just can't. I hear what you're saying, and you make valid points. I'm not gonna argue the points you made. I'm just saying that first of all, you in Cleveland with a bunch of nobodies. Sorry, Cleveland. You want to be in Cleveland? I'm going to Miami too. But anyway. But the Boston did it and got a ring. I hear you talking about prom, but they won a ring. They did it and won a ring. So prom or not prom, they was prom enough to win it all.
Oh, they're 3 Hall of Famers. And it wasn't like they was stupid old. They was 32, 33, and they was like at the tail end of their prime. So they had enough in the tank if they came together, because nobody had to carry the team.
Okay, I got it. But they won a ring. LeBron's over here in Cleveland with who? Big Z, Mo Will.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna get it done.
Man, the story The story was writing itself for LeBron. The same path that Mike took, he couldn't get past Boston. He finally beat Magic, but he couldn't get past Detroit. He couldn't get past Detroit. Boston was LeBron's Detroit. All he had to do was go to the weight room, get better, get bigger, like Michael did to get past Detroit. But instead, LeBron said, "Nah, I'm not gonna go to the weight room."
And that's why you always gonna have the whole thing that Jordan better. We got that. I'm saying that Bron didn't start the big three when I just watched Boston do it and win a ring.
He started the big three before your prime. In the meat of your career, he started
if you want to categorize it, if you want to put it in different categories, we can do that. We can say that he started before your prime category. Yeah, but in your prime or still in your prime to win a ring, Boston did it before he did.
But either way, as we've seen, it's an epic fail. It doesn't work.
I don't know about epic fail. He went to 4 straight finals, got 2 rings. That's not
2 out of 4 when you got 3 of the top 5 or 6 players in the league.
But you got rings. The whole thing that they wanted to do, they wanted to win 6, 7, 8, all that crap he said. But he got 2 rings out of it.
I can agree.
So, he got rings. He wasn't going to get one if he stayed in Cleveland like that. I don't know. And the only reason Kyrie was there, because Bron left, they got the number 1 pick. Kyrie was there. He ain't go nowhere because they kept getting number 1 picks, and he was out there doing what he can, but they was sorry. They got number 1 picks because they was trash. Bron was like, all right, Kevin, I know you don't want to be in Minnesota. Don't nobody want to be in Minnesota. Come on. And he got a ring over there, and then got a ring, went to L.A., got Anthony Davis, got a ring, GM Bron. But I'm saying, it's not too much of an epic failure. You got a ring at every place he's been at.
It's an epic fail when you consider he's the best ever in his generation, and then you got D Wade and Chris Bosh. That's 3 of the top 5 in his draft class.
I don't see the epic fail though, man. He got rings. He
They
kind
should
of
have won
wanted.
maybe way
Jeremy,
more than
Jeremy, you
that.
think it was an epic fail when he got rings out of it?
You're right. It was a failure. An epic fail was what we saw in Brooklyn. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Yeah, you're right. That is historic.
Yeah.
That is historic.
Well, here's my thing. Because Mom made a good point. Is he right to say epic? I think so. Because you're comparing him to MJ, bottom line.
Hmm.
And for a MJ fan, these diehard fans that's still analysts to this day,
I'm one, but go ahead.
when you're doing the Michael Jordan measuring stick, okay, just like Mall points, you have these top players. You're constantly recruiting. You're constantly,
Hmm.
not taking the blame for your side of trying to control a team and not constructing it right, whatever the case may be. But you want full control, so you gotta have, if not full blame, definitely majority of the blame. So it is an epic fail because if Jordan, if you're going back in that time and these players are having the same mindset as the players today, it's like, well,
Oh my God.
oh my goodness, bro, like
Yeah.
how Jordan can, what?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh,
We
bro.
talking about if Jordan was like, all right, King.
Yeah, a king, big guy.
I
But
can't
he,
do
Okay,
it. Yeah.
follow me. I know the way. Like, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, they did get recruit Rodman second half time.
But that wasn't like Jordan, trying to play front office neither.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So when you have that type of control power, whatever you want to call it, that LeBron has, and yeah, you made it to the finals. What it was like 10 something.
He's been, I think, 10 times. I think he's four
Who,
and
LeBron?
six. Four and
Yeah,
six, I believe.
yeah.
Hell
He's
yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
He's
It's
four and
like
six. He went to
it's
eight
a
straight or something like that.
yeah. It's an epic fail when you was measured. Excuse me, up against Michael Jordan
Hmm.
because you should have had more rings than Jordan by now.
But he also made finals a couple times with them Cavaliers teams, didn't he? Did he make the finals with like his first
Hmm.
stint? Them
Yeah.
was trash, bro.
Hey,
And he said, "Hey, like my favorite player besides Jordan is AI. AI, we got to the final with Philly out of the finals, but his team was trash, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't win like AI got that one win. Cleveland wasn't winning no ring, bro. They wasn't. But my
We
bad, I
don't
just
know
had
that.
all I'm simply saying,
he went and lost, yeah, multiple times.
all I'm simply saying is that that's the road that you chose. You said, hey,
Hmm.
look, bump management, y'all not giving me, players that's going to help me win.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna go about it this way. You were still being measured up against Michael Jordan. So
Hmm.
every move was critical. Now maybe the criticism would have been less if he was like Kobe, staying at a franchise through good and bad times, and you might have won 2 rings, but those 2 rings would have been phenomenal. You know what I'm saying?
Boom. That's. Thank you.
It would have been
Somebody had to say
phenomenal
it. Yeah.
because you weathered the storm. You had, players that wasn't up to par, and then finally, you get a
Hmm.
couple of pieces together,
Hmm.
and then, then you start building momentum. Those would have been a whole lot better than you trying to go out here and chase them, and yeah, you got 4, but yet you falling short.
Right.
So do you feel like? But that was pretty huge when he came back and won one for Cleveland, no?
Man, listen,
Mm.
let's call a spade, bro. They
I'm
cheated
saying,
Golden
do you
State.
think?
They cheated Golden State, bro. That was straight cheat.
Oh yeah,
That was to help his
Draymond
legacy.
Green.
That was to help his legacy because it wasn't looking too good. That's all that was. It
I,
was a
it,
quick fix.
I
That's
mean,
all it was, bro. They kept saying
it's
it
weird.
over and over
Yeah.
again. They kept saying over and over, won't you go back to Cleveland and that'd be a whole lot better than you winning in Miami. That's all that was, to save his legacy. My bad, Mo. Go ahead.
No, I was about to agree with what you said. When you look at his career, when you think about how I think the one that he won in Cleveland was probably one of the best championships you'll ever see from a superstar. I think because of everything that was involved in that
Mm-hmm.
situation. But the fact that Draymond Green got suspended for Game 6 didn't help anything. And when you look at the times that he's won, it's so many things happened that he wasn't a direct reason for the win. Ray Allen from the corner, Kyrie in Game 7, Draymond getting suspended. It's like there isn't a point where you can say, okay, LeBron was in control of this entire thing, and because of him, we were victorious. The only
LeBron
way you can
averaged
do
like
it is to
triple
say,
doubles.
boom, there it is. That's the LeBron fanatics for you. But did you see his numbers? But that's what he plays for. He's done that his entire career. He doesn't shoot half court shots. Why? Have you ever seen him shoot one? He worried about his 3-point percentage.
He
He
just shot
he's
one
he's
in the All
he's
Star game.
he's yeah he but he's cognizant of this kind of stuff. People don't pay it any attention, but LeBron he's watching his numbers
Mm-hmm.
when he plays
Mm-hmm.
all the
Mm-hmm.
time, and that's
Mm-hmm.
and it going right back to what Jeremy was saying. If he would have stayed in Cleveland and won 2 rings or 3. But the funny thing is, he probably wouldn't have won 3. He probably would have won way more than that had he stayed and been able to weather the storm of the Boston Celtics. For one, they was gonna get old, and two, it would have just been his show in the East, and then he wouldn't have had to worry about going up against a Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson. He wouldn't have had to worry about having to go up against all of that firepower because the whole concept of a big three before your prime would never have happened had he not did it. It would have
Mm.
been spread out, one or two superstars
Mm.
on every team, and then that's what he would have been going up against.
Mm-hmm.
But this, like I said, the story was writing itself. But he bailed and said, "I can't do it, so I'm gonna go join D Wade and Chris Bosh," and then that kind of opened the floodgates for everybody else to do it. So that's what
Yeah.
started the whole stacking your team thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what? Like, I can agree to that. I can agree. I mean, like I said, I don't agree that he was the first one to do it, but I can't agree to what the points that you just said, as far as like the new generation of stacking of the teams. Which I don't know if I guess they're not getting away from them now because they gave them the rest on Phoenix and they're pretty loaded. But
Mm.
uh, you know, I can agree with what you just said. That
Well,
I feel
I
you.
can't speak like early on in time with the Lakers and you got, and you think about it, Boston, the Celtics in the '80s were one of the better teams ever, and them
Yeah.
fools was drafted Len Bias. Like I can't even. I don't know what happened during that time. I even asked my dad one time. I'm like, what in the world happened for Boston to end up with that pick when they was
Yeah.
winning, when they was going to the finals every year in the '80s? Like what happened? He couldn't remember either. I'm trying to figure out how they even ended up with that pick. But just imagine, because they saying he was supposed to be better than Jordan or whatever.
Yeah.
If they would have ended up picking him up, like Boston probably would have been winning championships into the mid '90s. Who
Yeah, that's
knows?
true. That's
That would have
true.
been a real problem.
And the Lakers, now I know they drafted, and like they Magic, they got Kareem to come
Yeah,
over.
they had
They
Kareem when
had
he was getting older.
Worthy.
Right.
They had man, yeah. How
I
were
have
they
no
getting?
idea what was
Yeah, they
happening
was
during that
they
time.
them was slipping people money, boy. Hey,
Yeah.
look. Look. You that pick belonged to me.
Right. Um,
$20,000 say that pick belonged to me.
so, but like I said, you can't through time. You can't really think of a time where somebody with his, I guess, attention as far as about to be one of the best ever to do that, to just jump ship and before their prime, right before their prime hits, and
Hmm.
join top 5 guard of all time in D Wade, and top 5 pick in Chris Bosh at the time. He was one of the better inside outside power forwards we've ever seen. You
Mm.
can't think of a time
Yeah.
anybody's ever done that before their prime.
Yeah, before they prime, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's dial it back just a little bit because we were still on All Star and then that transpired.
Yeah.
So
Hey, things gonna happen. We say we're gonna talk about everything. You never know what's gonna happen.
yeah. So now let's get to like the next topic. Let's talk about Kevin Durant and the Suns and what
Okay.
what predictions are that they're gonna win the title. What? How y'all see it?
Man.
0 chance they're winning the title. 0.
Ooh,
And
coming
I only say that
strong.
because Chris is clearly getting old. It's starting to take a toll on him. All those injuries he had in the past, you can see him coming back because he is not. If he was the Chris Paul of about 5 years ago, yeah, they're easily. I'm saying, yeah, they're gonna win it. But he can't carry a team like he used to. Like when everything is falling apart, the one thing you can count on Chris for is he'll hit a crazy mid-range jumper. He'll get you a layup, or he'll get you a wide open. He'll hit somebody for a wide open three and kind of calm everything down, and then he'll get some kind of defensive stop. But that's not what we're seeing now, and we're still. Somebody brought it up. It was like, at what point are we going to stop talking about Devin Booker as potential? He's been in the league 8 years. It's like what we're seeing out of him is what we're going to get, and he has to kind of. He has flashes where he scored a lot of points, but he has to be across the board consistent. And we haven't seen that yet. Now, Bridges was coming. He
Boy, he was.
Falling.
Hey, boy,
He
whoa.
balling, and he balling now.
What's his name? Cam Johnson? Is that the other dude?
Yeah, UNC.
Great role
Shout out.
player.
He
Great
was
role
coming
player.
too. There is
Yeah.
no way in the world I'm giving them two up for a Kevin Durant who has
And
yet
they
to
gave
prove
up Crowder.
anything.
And they
Well,
gave up Crowder.
He hadn't played
He
all
wasn't
year.
playing. Yeah.
I know,
yeah,
but
he
when he
said,
does come back, he's big for them. He's coming back this year, so I mean, but
no, he wasn't injured. He was sitting out.
Yeah, he was sitting out.
Yeah, he was contract dispute. He wasn't injured at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never would have made that trade. I think slow down when I say this because it might cause somebody's head to explode.
yeah, I'm
But
ready to smack you before you say it.
No, Kevin Durant is overrated from a standpoint of. No, let me finish. That's what I'm saying. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Guys,
Let me finish.
hey,
Let me finish.
please don't change the podcast.
No,
Please don't turn
Let me
the
finish.
dial.
He's overrated from the standpoint of all-time great. We have thrusted this man to the top of the totem pole, and I still have yet to figure out why. And I'm going to put it in perspective for you. He's been in the league 15, 16 years. Ever since his third or fourth year, we've been saying he's the best in the league if we're not giving it to LeBron. Right?
Okay.
This man has 2 rings. Let's take away the Golden State years where he had to go join a 73-9 team to do it. How many rings does he have?
Well, he
0.
wouldn't get 0. Yeah.
Again, 15 years, 1 MVP. Who also has 1 MVP on his watch?
Russell Westbrook.
James Harden. Giannis got 2. Steph got 2. I'm trying to figure out why we keep saying he's the best player in the
Joker might get 3
Might get
in
3.
a row.
And let me back it up again for you. 7 feet tall, with guard skills. He can literally play all 5 positions on the court if he wanted to. He can shoot with the best. He has a crazy handle, and again, he's 7 feet tall. Have we ever seen anything like him before in the league?
No. He's soft on defense, but go ahead.
We've never seen anything like him, right? So why is he not dominating?
How is he not dominating, Mo?
That is the.
No.
I was with you listening.
No.
Until you said that.
No. Domination in my eyes means the road to the championship goes through you. If you're not winning it, the person that did win it had to go through you to get it. And that's where LeBron comes in. Because if he didn't win the ring, you had to go through him to get it. Kevin Durant, we can't say that about him.
Well, that's true. That's true.
So that's my whole point about him being slightly overrated, because we keep trying to thrust him as one of the greatest, but he's not even dominant in his era. 1 MVP in 15 years, but we saying he's the best. The best would be LeBron. He kind of fell short on the all-time scale of where everybody had him, thought he was going to end up. But still, anybody in his generation that won a championship, you had to go through him at some point.
I mean, he's the GOAT of his generation. He is.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
We all know that. Well,
And
you're right about, I mean, because you do hear them say, our healthy Durant is the best player in the world.
When has he shown us that?
Thinking about it, I don't know, Mom. Damn, I don't like green with you.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm not saying he can't play. No, if you had the first pick of anybody, he'd be top 2 or 3. probably behind only LeBron. If he was talking about in their prime in his generation. But I'm simply saying, with all his intangibles, why does he not have more accomplishments? Why does he not every year lead the league in scoring or have the scoring record? I think he got 3 or 4 scoring titles, if I'm not mistaken, which it's nothing to sneeze at. But we're claiming he's the greatest scorer of all time, or top 2 or 3. I'm trying to figure out why that hadn't shown in his production. That's my only question about him. I digress.
I think.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, Jay.
Now, or I think I think my counter to this is going to be, once again, he had to do what he had to do by going to Golden State, because LeBron was getting all this praise, and he's like, well, if it weren't for him recruiting Kevin Love, what I'm saying, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade,
Mm.
what what's his ring count? 0, just like mine. So he had to prove a point. Okay, y'all giving LeBron all this praise, but not, but trying to turn like a side eye to how he got the rings. So okay, let me do the same thing. I guarantee you, I get my rings as well. That's what he did. So now, I guess in this chapter of his life, he's like, okay, I done proved my point to where if I had help, a supporting cast, hell yeah, I get rings. But to do it old school, to do just like you said, now the road got to go through me. It's all about an organization giving you the proper tools around you to get the job done. And so I think like that's where the NBA is getting this limbo of super teams or three-headed monster. What I'm saying, that type of vibe, because players is like, look, you're gonna give me praise if I do it the right way, but then I'm stoned to death because I did it the wrong way. So it's like, damn, it's like a double-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? It's like pick the poison. So I feel like if if they just would have did it, what I'm saying, the old-fashioned way,
Mm.
um, maybe you'll probably see more what people are giving him praise to versus, him taking the road that he took, and then it's like, that don't even matter nothing. You know what I'm saying? There's only 2 rings with Golden State. You know what I'm saying? The best record in the league ever. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? It takes away from that. So it's kind of hard to pick a path and please everybody, pretty much. Because
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he deserves the praise that he gets. It's just that, you know, I feel his pain if I'm over here in the East or the West and I ain't got a supporting cast, but I know I'm better than, what I'm saying, the people that's winning, but this organization ain't trying to help me win. It's like, when
Mm-hmm.
y'all gonna stop blaming me and start blaming the organizations that can't fucking scout, you know what I'm saying, like talent to give me help, you know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. Maybe I could help them out, something like that. When y'all gonna start blaming them instead of the players? That's my take on it.
See, my take. Okay, what you just said. I'm gonna use it like because we're using Braun and KD. Braun, no disrespect, got the Cavaliers to the finals, right? He
Hmm.
got the Cavaliers to the finals. Ain't had not a soul on that team. KD had Russ
A
at
young
least.
Russ and a young
Yes,
Harden.
but he had him. I don't know when Ibaka got there, but he had him too.
But they wasn't using James Harden
He
right.
was there the whole time.
Okay, but I'm saying like Brian ain't had that, and I'm piggybacking saying that when Maul was like, you had to go through LeBron. It's at some point you had to go through him because he got Cleveland there, he got him over the hump, but he got him there.
Mm.
Hmm.
Kevin, I think when Maul ain't did nothing. Like he dominating as far as like, yeah, he can shoot, he's very efficient. He should be 7 feet tall, and ain't nobody in front of him. Like when he jump,
Right. When he jump,
he
yeah,
don't
he's
see
above the
nothing but
rim
the
when he releases the ball.
goal. Right. And so, I don't know, man. It's tough because I know he's talented. I know, and as far as I think he's very efficient. I think he's dominating scoring. I don't think he could do all the other stuff like that. Not good in my eyes, but but scoring, yes. But I see that
He
Kevin
can.
did make that weak move and then when he got there, he might have got 2 rings, got the Finals MVP. But we all know who team it was. You can be Kevin Durant, but we all know that's Steph Curry team.
You're right. That's my
We
point. Yeah.
all know when Steph was hurt and Kevin Durant was on there. They were damn man, I can't wait till Steph get back. We ain't got nobody playmaking. We gotta use Draymond all the time. I get it, but like that was Steph's team, man. He left because he knew that was Steph's team. No matter how good the great KD is, this is not yours, player. They was
Right.
doing this before you. They won championship before you. They set the records before you. You got there, and it still ain't about you. You can get the rings all you want to, Finals MVP you want to, but we know what you can't do. You ain't winning without them. Then he goes to Brooklyn. You get Kyrie, James, Ben Simmons, and whoever else. Trash. Boston beat the crap out of them. Beat the crap out of them,
But
man.
that, I mean, like I told y'all in the group chat, you could tell that something was off. He wasn't even emotional or nothing. It was just like, all right, man, whatever. I'm just ready to get
But
this
he
over.
don't never seem emotional.
Yes, he
He
does.
don't. I'm talking about not. I ain't talking about emotional being a crybaby and letting everything get to him. I'm talking about like going
No, I ain't
out
talking about
there.
emotion like that. I'm talking about like passion, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that finals where he was Golden State, going against LeBron, like, you saw the passion, bro. Like, you saw it.
Man,
You saw it. Even, okay, let's
man,
dial it back to OKC.
that is
Let's dial it
Steph
back to
Curry.
OKC. When, they was up against LeBron. Like,
And
you
they
know what I'm
won
saying?
the first game and got swept the rest of them. Yeah.
Hey, but you could tell that it was passion. That whole Brooklyn thing, it was no passion, bro. You could tell, man. It was just like, all right, look, I'm just ready for this to get over.
Bro, it seems no pleasing him. You leave Russell Westbrook because you want to play in a team environment, and you still think you the man. He shoot too much. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna go to Golden State because they play the best team environment. They play the basketball the right way. That's all I want to do is play basketball and play basketball the right way. You go there, oh, I'm the man. No, you ain't. You ain't.
Yeah, you
That's
ain't.
Steph Curry. You good. You KD, but this ain't you. You
But
ain't the
see,
man, bro. You ain't
that,
the man. So he's like, oh. So now you want to leave. What you said was the right way to play basketball. I want to play basketball. Blah blah blah. I'm passionate, blah blah. But let me go to Brooklyn. And y'all trash. So you leave what you say is the right way, right? The right way to play
Right.
basketball to go do what? To go do what?
but see, that's what I'm saying. That falls to the point that I was making. He's in his he's in his head pretty much. Like, you got people that's telling you, hey man, to get respected, you should move this way. And then there's other people saying, nah man, you need to move this way. It's like he can't win for trying, bro. It's a double edged sword with him, bro. Like,
Well, that's the problem. Like LeBron did it, and people like be like, "Oh man, hey, he went and got Wade. Like you said, he went and got Wade and Bosh. He went and got AD. But Kyrie was there, but he got Kevin Love, right? But guess
mm,
what? KD don't get that same respect. But there's a reason for it.
Hmm.
There
what's the
is a reason
what's the
for it,
reason?
bro.
What's the reason?
Maul, go ahead.
The reason that he doesn't get the respect LeBron got
Yeah,
is because well, he's for me, he's mentally weak. Number one. Number two,
absolutely.
he
Yeah.
and this is the thing about when you think about all the teammates that Jordan has, when you think his teammates would say he was a good teammate. Think about Kobe. Do you think all of his teammates would say he was a good teammate? Answers are
Right.
obvious no.
No,
Obvious no. No. But do you think everybody will say Kevin Durant's a good teammate? Yes. But that's part
but
of the problem. At some point, you got to slap somebody, like Steve Kerr. You got to slap. You got. I mean, like Jordan hit Steve Kerr. At some point, you
Steve
gotta
Kerr
slap
get
somebody.
smacked. That mug
Right?
got
Like, you got
dragged.
punched. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's got to happen at some point, but that's just not his mentality, and that's kind of what happened as far as with Russ. Russ is just an overly aggressive person, and
Yeah,
Kevin Durant
he wasn't hit Russ.
Yeah, no, no,
He wasn't
no.
hit Russ.
I
KD,
mean,
hey boy,
metaphorically,
golly.
for him, metaphorically, you have to vocally state your dominance. You can't just be good. And he thought his talent was enough to command respect from his teammates. But sometimes when Draymond can, we've already been winning, and he can call you a B to your face because he doesn't care about your talent. He couldn't care
Right.
less about your talent. We're already winning before you got here, dude. So I don't care how you like to be out there standing pigeon toes shooting your little threes. We were successful
The
before
subtle
you
Man,
got
shot.
here.
pigeon
Yeah,
toe.
The subtle
yeah.
shots.
Boy, I'm trying to tell you.
We were successful before you got here. So just your talent is not going to be enough to command our respect. You need to take it, and we're going to be successful when you leave. Actually, they've proven that.
Yeah.
And that's a whole nother side note, but that's what the league needs to take under consideration. Boston, they were built through the draft. Golden State built through the draft. Milwaukee built through the draft, and those are three
Right.
teams you're going to consistently see in their conference finals or the finals
Yeah.
for the rest of the time. Milwaukee's going to have an issue because Middleton's always hurt. Giannis needs Middleton. But Boston,
Drew
if they can
Holiday been
keep that,
balling. Go ahead.
yeah, he has. But and that's the good thing about it, because if Middleton comes back to what he was and Drew Holiday comes back with his new confidence, Milwaukee's going to be a problem. But they still got to deal with Boston. Having said all of that, the teams that are actually in the running to win this thing, we haven't mentioned LeBron, we haven't mentioned Kevin Durant because they
Yeah.
don't have a chance.
No, but they
Philly,
are. Like, Kevin Durant is on the topic, bro. Like,
yeah,
Phoenix is the main
When is
topic
he
right
supposed
now.
to be coming back?
yeah. On
Do you
paper,
Next
it
know?
looks
week.
great.
It's next week.
He comes back next week.
Yeah, they
Now,
said
cause you
possibly next week, but I
so
heard next week though.
now, yeah, cause I know we kind of went a little bit, but like for his KD, like you got, like you said, you got CP, Booker, KD, Aiton. Who's the other? Who the other starter? Who going? I guess we
It
don't know that
got
yet when we
shaken
get
up.
there.
Yeah,
But like, yeah, on paper. But now, what depth do you have?
I think Royce
And
O'Neal.
okay, but
yeah.
whatever. But anyway, so I know, Maul, that you know, because we was talking about Kevin Durant, and you said CP. Now, I CP, quintessential point guard and all that stuff, but you get KD, like, so CP don't have to do all that, right? I mean, as
But
far like he gonna still orchestrate the team. And I feel like he still has that mentality because Chris always had that mentality. Now you don't now him going around and little dribbling around the circle where the elbow is, throwing at the jump shot, all that floating, all that stuff. We'll see if he can do that back because you got to play them differently now. You're not gonna be doubling anybody. You can't double nobody on that floor now.
it was a panic move though, because they were successful with Johnson and with Bridges. Those two
Mm-hmm.
together make up Kevin Durant, and Bridges was starting to score this year, which
Yeah,
makes
Yeah,
him even
yeah.
more dangerous because
because he's a
he
great
was
defender too.
bam, he was the one getting those key steals, those hustle plays, and guarding the other team's best player in
Mm-hmm.
crunch time. You don't have that anymore. You can't put Devin Booker on anybody because that fool don't know how to play defense without fouling. I don't know why. It's something going on with him mentally when he's on defense. It's like when he tackled
Like
Drew
more than
Holiday and he
half the
had
league.
yeah, but no, he like the play he against Milwaukee in the finals where he tackled Drew Holiday and he had 5 fouls, but they didn't call it. Like mentally, for some reason, defensively he's not all there. I don't know what he might have a block or something, but still offensively he's got everything you would need. But because he has everything offensively, you have to balance him out with somebody that can stand beside him and play defense. Chris has got they panic because they can see that the window for them with Chris Paul is closing. So they said we got to make this move now because these two dudes, Johnson and Bridges, they don't score enough points consistently to make up for the points deficiency that we have. But that was still a panic move. They didn't have to do that, and I hate that they did it. Because they're banking on winning this year or next year because they got Kevin Durant for 2 years. He's on the contract. But Chris is old. Like, what are you doing with Chris Paul and all his money? Booker, again, I think he's kind of Booker, but he's old though. He can't do what he did. And Booker, I feel like he's plateaued. And with Ayton, I don't know what you're expecting to get out of him. He don't even like the coach. They probably should have traded him
I
at the trade
feel
deadline.
like Aiton's going to be the one that ends up obviously getting moved or something. Now, obviously,
The time to do it would have been this year.
Yeah, but it'd probably be, had to be next year or free. I mean, all season, whatever the case.
Chris definitely gone.
But
What?
I said Chris definitely gone in the offseason. They kept him because of his contract. It was hard to move his contract. He's just,
his contract up?
No, I think this is last year, but he making like 47, 48 million or something crazy like that. It was hard to move that number.
Well, yeah, but you also got to look at like those. Chris been there 3 years?
3 or 4, I don't know.
A good three. A good three.
Yeah,
It's been at least 3.
Yeah, at least 3. But and he got that contract before. But look what he did. He got them to a number 1. He's making that money because what he did or what he came there to do. Obviously, you want to win a ring, but it is what it is. But my thing is, as far as like
all time.
Yeah, but my thing is, when you bring KD in, that should relieve. Like I know you have more, like you would say, pressure on the outside. Oh, y'all should win it now. But like on the court, that should relieve pressure of like, okay, bet I don't have to do this. You can't double us. It should be more wide open lanes, more wide open shots. It should be more or easier. Stuff should come easier. It should come easier. Like, yes, Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, yeah. Like, and they are getting better. They're exploding. They're coming out the shell. They're doing a lot of stuff. They're ascending, right? But you do that, and you got Kevin Durant because you have that proven guy. Healthy, proven guy. That should open up the floor for Phoenix. It really should. I'm not saying they're going to win. I don't think they're going to win. But it should open up the floor. It should open up the floor for Phoenix. Who I think is going to win is going to be Milwaukee or Boston. That's who I think.
They're not even getting out the West.
That's what I'm saying. I think Milwaukee or Boston going to win it all. That's one of my teams who I think.
No,
that's still in the East. You talking about they ain't coming?
I know that. I don't care about the West because nobody in the West is going to win it. The team that's going to win it is coming from the East.
I don't know, man.
Y'all still sleeping on my Warriors. Y'all keep
sleeping. Yeah, you still got Golden State. Don't forget about them.
I wouldn't mind watching Golden State get to the finals if they win good. I feel like now because of injury and how their record is, they just lost to the Lakers tonight. Even though I know Steph didn't play, but I'm saying like he got to get back healthy and they got to get right. They are horrible on the road. They're great at home, but they are horrible on the road. I don't even know what they're doing. They're usually a top 10, top 5 defense, and they're kind of lost their way with that. Andrew Wiggins ain't playing because he's dealing with family stuff. So it's like they got to get back. They got to get back in unison. They got to figure it out, but they got to play. They got to play better on the road. You're not winning in a series or make it to the playoffs if you don't win road games. It's just not going to happen. But now if anybody can turn it around, obviously it's that team. So I wouldn't be shocked if they win. But I'm saying who I think because of the situation, I think Boston or Milwaukee will win it this year. But to go back, like the Phoenix and everything, man, I know they don't have any depth, but if they make the playoffs, they shrink the lineup anyway to about 7, 8, depending on foul trouble and all this other stuff going on. But they're gonna if they click at all, they will be tough though.
Ain't no time.
Well, they got 25 games, 30 games.
Yeah, we've seen this before. It's not enough time.
Okay, so let's stop right there. So let's say like predictions then, because Maul kind of you and Maul pretty much hinted like, who y'all think gonna win. So who y'all got coming out of the West, coming out of the East, and then winning it all?
Mm,
Uh, okay,
that's
well,
difficult, boy.
you want me to break it down, or you want me to just give you my answer?
Break it down.
Just break it down, man.
Okay, I think Luka got everything he needed out of a second perimeter score. I feel if you saw the game the other day, they got some figuring out to do because it was a situation where they needed to take the last shot, and
And
Luka
they
and
both were
Kyrie kept
passing it. Yeah,
yeah, they was
that was
passing it back and
stupid.
forth to each other
That was
like who gonna
stupid
shoot it,
as
who gonna
hell.
shoot it. Like
Yeah.
once they figure that part out and just say, hey Luka, you got it. Just keep doing what you was doing before Kyrie
Ky-
got there.
Kyrie did admit
They're
and
gonna
say that was his fault though.
yeah, he did. I remember that. But that once they figure that out, that'll be the end of that because Kyrie he's not in the primary leadership role because they already have another guy who's technically better, I guess, for that team anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So they're interesting. I think you got Denver's a fake number one. I don't think they're going. They fake number one like
What?
Utah was fake. They're fake number one
Mm.
like Utah the past 3-4 years when they was number
Mm.
one the whole
You said
season.
a fake
Um,
number
Oh
a
one.
my
fake
god,
number
this
one.
guy.
That's
I
strong.
I feel like if the
He ain't
Clippers
say
can
it with
get
his
their
chest.
ish
I
together,
know he didn't.
if the Clippers get their stuff together, they'll
With
make it
Russell
interesting.
Westbrook.
And then you still got Golden State. That's going to be a dogfight, in my opinion. Um, in the East, I think Tory right. I think it's coming down to Milwaukee or Boston. I don't think Philly has enough defensively. I saw them fools play live. I don't think they have enough defensively to actually compete and win. And plus, they got Doc Rivers. That's the other Achilles heel. So I think Boston's probably going to end up coming out of the East, and the West is going to be a dogfight. I got either. It's hard to say Dallas. They find ways to lose. It might end up being the Nuggets. I might be completely wrong about the Nuggets this year. And the Grizzlies gonna be the Grizzlies. They're gonna make a bunch of noise and lose. Um,
Oh, they
but
ain't making out of the first round, depending on who they get.
yeah, I mean, and yeah, so it's hard to tell. On paper, it should be Phoenix, but again, they lost their defensive stops. So if
Mm.
Kevin Durant or Devin Booker's off, and Chris Paul out there can't even get off the ground to shoot the ball, they're gonna have major problems. So it might come down to Dallas. But like I said, Dallas, I just don't trust them.
Maul done jumped all over the West.
Yeah, I'm
Who
all
you
over the
Oh,
got?
place. Yeah,
Who you
I
I
got
don't
coming
know.
ain't,
out the West?
I
Who
ain't
you got
heard.
coming out the East? And then who
All
you
right,
got taking it all, brother?
I'll go out there. Boston and Golden State.
A rematch.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard when Golden State full force. It's hard to beat them.
Facts.
I mean, that's true. But they dang sure better win
So who
some.
taking it all?
They dang sure better
So
win some
so who's
away
taking it all
games,
then,
boy.
Maul?
It might be Boston year, man. They're the only team that doesn't have any crazy injuries. The chemistry is
Yet.
through the draft. Yeah, they don't have any injuries yet. Like so, I think as long as Jaylen Brown don't start wilding, they should be fine. And when I say wilding, I mean sometimes it feels like he's jealous of Jason Tatum, so he just takes shots he shouldn't be taking because he don't want to give the ball to Jason Tatum. But if they stay away from that part of it, and Marcus Smart stop wilding on defense, flopping, hitting people in the knee and carrying on, then I think they coming out of the finals. So I think they gonna take the whole thing.
So that's your final.
So
Yeah,
Boston.
So you got Boston. So he got a rematch, and Boston gonna get Golden State. All right, Tori.
Mm.
I want Phoenix, but yeah.
So in the Western Conference,
Boy,
it
Maul, boy,
don't
you be
matter.
everywhere, bro.
No, I want who I want to win and who's gonna win is completely different. I
But
want Chris to get one bad,
you just
but I don't mean
bash,
I
you
know it's not
just
gonna happen.
bash Kevin Durant. You just said the Suns.
Yes,
I
I
would
would. I
listen.
want Chris to win, but they're not going to.
I was shocked that do you like Kyrie?
No,
Me?
Yeah, I was shocked. You don't like Luca neither.
No,
no.
I don't.
You
Well, I think
started off by saying it was shocking to me because I'm like, I know he don't like Luca and I know he don't like Kyrie, and don't
no.
neither one of them play defense. But you started off the conversation.
Yeah, Kyrie's my favorite player.
Damn. I didn't know Kyrie
Kyrie,
was your
I've
favorite
been
player.
saying that.
Yeah.
Kyrie's my favorite player. I've been saying that forever. It's just winning doesn't follow him.
Wait a minute.
He's
Wait a
just
minute.
No,
Hold on.
winning doesn't follow
Okay.
him. That's all I've been saying.
I
Yeah.
have been confused for a long time. I have been confused. Jeremy, am I right? Jeremy, am I wrong? Is that right?
I've been telling y'all
if
that
that's
forever.
been
Y'all been
wrong,
calling me a
I
Kyrie
don't
hater.
want to be right.
Yeah.
Wait a minute,
Ky-
man.
He's my favorite player.
Man, I ain't never heard that.
No, please
Because y'all
stop
That
talking.
ain't.
fast.
Please stop talking.
No, bro. No, bro. I
Tory,
don't never remember. Okay, I didn't even want to get my
Tory,
bad. Yeah.
I'm all trolling, bro. Just go ahead,
He
man.
got to be trolling, man.
Oh my God,
Who
man.
you got?
Okay.
Who you got in the West?
And
Who
like,
you got in the East? And who's taking it, bro?
all right, man, because I was gonna get this whole thing about just naming teams like Maul did. I was gonna say, what about the Pelicans? What about the healthy Pelicans? What Zion come back? And they got
Man.
McCollum and Brandon Ingram and them boys. What you think they gonna do? You know what I mean? But like, and I gotta say this before we do. I hope to God the Clippers don't get to the finals, bro. When I tell you I can't stand no Paul George. Boy,
Oh
please God
wow.
don't, please God don't make no. You want to talk about overrated? He should have been in your overrated thing with KD. That man is overrated. But anyway, man, because I ain't really see no. What's the threat in the West, man? I don't know.
It's
Like you
hard
say,
because
the
there's so many
Suns.
ifs.
It's so
Yeah.
many
Yeah.
ifs, man. Like if the Warriors play Warriors basketball, it's tough to beat
Boom.
them. But if
Hmm.
the Suns get hot or click, then it's like, all right, well, damn, that's gonna be tough. The Mavericks, I don't believe in at all because they play. You gotta play. I don't think they play defense. I
I
don't see
told
it.
you, man, it's something about them. They always find a way.
I find a way to lose.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't see them
Yeah.
doing that. The Kings is a nice story, but they ain't winning shit. um,
Oh, I
the
forgot about them.
The,
yeah,
hmm
cause they like third
It's,
like
it's,
that,
it's
man.
coaching.
You know what, man? I would love to see if it ain't the Warriors. Well, one, I would love to see the Lakers get hot and get to the AC. Let's say that. Let's say
Yeah.
that. I want to see that.
Oh my
But I
God,
would love to see the Grizzlies get to the finals. I I think that I would like to see them get to the
boy!
finals, but I don't think they
I
are. So I'm gonna
think
pick. But I'm gonna say the Grizzlies, and then I'm gonna say, damn,
what?
Milwaukee
Mo, I don't know
or
what
Boston.
fumes you got going through the internet, bro.
Milwaukee or Boston,
What you talking about?
Some the craziness
man.
that you be spewing out.
Man, it's that. When you try to analyze the West in a second here, you'll see why I was all over the
No,
place. Go ahead.
no, no.
I
It's very
think
simple.
I think you know what? I think Boston gonna win it. I want to say Milwaukee, but I don't know about Middleton. And I'm kind of curious of what was going on with Giannis' wrist, but I'm sure that'll be all right. But I would have to say Boston, man. Them, barring injuries,
Right.
Don't say
Boston. You gotta they. I think I'm gonna go Boston, man. I think Boston gonna win it all.
mm,
I think Boston gonna win it all. I think they're gonna play. I think they're gonna play Memphis because you can't trust nobody in the West. I think you can't trust nobody in
okay.
the West unless the
So
Warriors start playing on the road and they get back healthy.
let's back up a little bit.
I'm going Boston. I think Boston gonna win it.
That's cool because somehow the first show you just wanna agree with Maul with everything. But anyway,
I
so
said the Grizzlies. He ain't say nothing about no Grizzlies.
you said Boston and he chose Boston over
I
those
know.
states.
I wanted to say
Simple agreement.
Milwaukee,
Anyway,
but I just
so
don't know about Middleton.
you say the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
What evidence can you show or
Hmm.
tell that they gonna make it to the finals?
Not a damn thing. I ain't got. Not a damn thing. But I'm gonna tell you why I said the Grizzlies because I don't know about any of these teams in the
Yeah.
West, bro.
Yeah.
I don't, and I'm sick. I'm looking at a team that, like, I just don't trust the Nuggets because they too slow. If you got to play through Joker the whole 7 games, like I just don't see them winning. And I see if a team get hot and a young team that will play defense as gritty, I could see
The
like
Grizzlies do not play defense.
you would think that the Warriors can get it together, but I just think I haven't seen it from them all year. I thought it would, but I haven't. I just think the Grizzlies
But
could.
when have you seen it from the Grizzlies?
That's what I'm saying, man. The Grizzlies number 2 seed.
But they've been losing like hell.
I got you, but that's what I'm saying. The West is what? You think you gonna take the Nuggets?
Dude, it's so simple to me. I got
Look,
I
Flu. Oh,
got
please,
Golden
please.
State.
Let me take notes.
I got Golden State in the Bucks. I got Golden State winning.
Regardless of injuries or anything,
Well,
you
he's
just think.
biased too, but
Call it whatever you like. I got history. The Golden State Warriors. I'm sorry, I'm eating.
Mhm.
But the Golden State Warriors have shown what they're about. Okay, you done chose the Grizzlies. They haven't proven anything besides barely squeaking through, getting past the first round with the Timberwolves. And that series was going back and forth. And the Timberwolves, off a stupid play, shot themselves in their own damn foot.
yeah, but they
Then
was
they
balling too. They got some good young players. But go ahead.
then they went up against Golden State, and it was like they try to make it be like a, they almost, got the best. Bruh, stop, bruh. It was an easy 4-2, and that was even before Ja got hurt. All right,
Mm-hmm.
so Golden State is proven champions. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's solidified that enough. With the Bucks, they are proven champions. Okay, so I understand that y'all want to factor in injuries and
I
stuff
mean,
like
cause you
that.
have to.
I understand that, but when I narrow it down and like I said, okay, you going on a whole bunch of what ifs, but what has the team shown you? That's where my
Yeah.
answer is so clear. The Bucks have shown you they don't won. The Warriors have shown you they have won. So it's like a no-brainer to me. Boston still has
Nah,
something to prove
I
but
hear you. So why
the
you don't think they can prove it? Warriors have shown me that they're 29-30 and can't win on the damn
because
road.
they have not won. It's
but
simple.
that's the problem. The Bucks team that you're talking about, the Bucks team that we see right now is the Bucks team that lost to Boston because they didn't have Middleton.
That's true. Is that so? Keyword didn't have what?
That's why I'm basing it off of.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
I
That
but see,
said
but
team
you
right.
Boston
can't
because
base
of
it on that.
Middleton is
You
hurt.
can't. That's what I'm saying. You can't base it upon that because there's a lot of what ifs, bro. I mean, like, there's a lot of injuries that could happen that could change the whole dynamic. It could be
You're
Grizzlies.
right.
It could be Grizzlies in the finals because guess what? They didn't have to run through a healthy team. You see what I'm
Is
saying? But look,
right.
okay, but look at this though. Look at what's in the West. I know you hate the Clippers, but bro, you talking
Ugh.
about me being biased? You being crazy with the Clippers because there's no way I'm gonna say the Grizzlies gonna beat the damn Clippers. Let's stop. Then you got Denver. There's no way I'm gonna say the Grizzlies is gonna beat Denver. Stop.
Why?
But you think the Warriors can beat all
How?
those teams without
Because
Steph?
they have. I didn't say without stuff. See, that's what I'm saying. You getting so sidetracked of injuries and boom boom boom. No, stop doing that. What the
You gotta
team has
factor it
shown
in if
you.
the man hurt.
What
I under
matchups does what
look,
matchups
Mo.
do the
This is what I'm saying with the topic.
Mhm.
Stop changing the narrative as like, well, if this person got injured, that's how you get all confused. No, just stick to the topic. What is the question? Who do you think is going to win? So if you're confused, okay, well then go based on what the team has shown you.
No, that's not
They,
a hypothetical. I'm not saying if barring injury. I'm simply saying the team as constructed right now, they don't have Steph. Bucks
but
don't
see,
have
but
Middleton.
see, that's what I'm saying. But moving forward, they will have stuff. This is not an injury that he's not going to come back to.
I hope you're
In the
right,
but
but
playoffs.
But
He's
I'm
gonna come
saying
back. What are you talking about? Like even
he is
with
gonna come back. But
say for
what
instance,
if he
like well,
comes back and they gotta get back right because they're like the 10th seed.
but
What if
they got championship pedigree, bruh.
they do?
Yeah.
I
They have
want.
pieces that already done jail before. So going
Hmm.
through the playoffs is not like trying to find your identity. They know their identity. There's no question
Mhm.
about. They all clearly said, "Now I don't know though. If Golden State, you know what I'm saying, play like Golden State, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
But
there's no
they
question about Golden State playing like Golden State. But there is a question with the Grizzlies. What is their identity? What have they shown to everybody that okay, we can make it to the finals? They haven't even made it out the second round.
I don't appreciate you saying keep coming at me about the Grizzlies. Ball said another fucking thing too.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay,
The Grizzlies. The
okay.
Grizzlies. Was a telling stat with them. They got like a 70%
The reason
winning percentage without Ja.
but here lately, okay, with the and I'm talking about facts, like here lately, okay, they have like a terrible losing streak. They have like a terrible losing streak. I think they won like one game, um, no more than two, definitely no more than two, but before the All Star break,
Hmm.
and them games was crucial. And then now they going to these next like what 20 something games, and it's
Hmm.
like this
They
ain't no
lost against
easy.
Philly tonight, and they was up 17.
See, exactly. So once again, that's what I'm saying. I'm coming hard at you because you're
But
saying
I
a
just watched the
team that
Warriors
has
lose to
not
the
proven
Lakers.
anything. At least with Maul, he's saying Boston. Okay, they have proven something, but they
I
haven't
said
proven.
Boston.
No, no, no. I said Maul said Boston. So that's the reason why I'm not coming to him when he's saying like if he said Boston or the Bucks, and then in the West he said go to State. So I don't. I mean, my argument ain't with Maul because those teams that he done stated
Maul, you said
have
go to
proven
state.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Maul said every damn team in the Western Conference. He
After
said
no,
Dallas. He said the Suns.
I
He
gave you
said
ifs, but I said Golden State, Boston,
Yeah,
because
he
Jeremy
did.
was like, "Oh, so you saying a repeat?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I'm going so hard at you because you're picking a team that hasn't proven nothing but getting past the first round. And they
at
was
some
squeak.
point,
They squeaked
but
by.
I'm saying at some point, you can't just go by history because some teams come out and win stuff and start making history of their own. At some point, you have to look at what the Warriors have done all year with Steph or
Okay.
without Steph and know that they're the number 10 seed and they just lost to the Lakers.
Okay. So
And you got Memphis. Yes, they have a losing streak, but they're still the number 2 seed, and they're
okay.
like 12 games up on the Warriors.
So
I'm
Tory,
saying that
Tory.
you said I said something about the Lakers, and you're like, oh, to stop it or whatever. But the Lakers got stars,
I said the
so
Clippers. I said you
no,
looking
I
at
said
the.
something about the Lakers. Like the
I didn't
Lakers
say nothing
could.
about the Lakers. I didn't say nothing about the Lakers. I was
No,
talking about.
me. I said something about
Yeah, but I didn't debate that. That's what I'm saying. I didn't say nothing about the Lakers. What I'm saying to you is that what you just said. Okay, I asked you, what have Memphis shown you that they could take it to the final? You clearly said nothing. So that's my debate with you. Well, I'm giving you a team that has shown we can win.
yeah.
If
I'm
you're gonna
thinking
put a
about
team
that.
in there that has never did anything, well, I ain't gonna say never. They won the first round. That's all they did. But then the next year you're gonna jump them to the finals. What have they shown you?
Listen,
No,
I'm not talking
he's
about
doing
last
process
year.
of elimination.
I'm talking about this year.
That's
Yeah,
what that's what Tory doing.
yeah, but I'm looking at it this year too. But I'm also looking like the Warriors have been ass,
Boom.
and I ain't think they was gonna be ass. You know, when I told you the first game of this year when I watched the Warriors blow whoever that was, and I was like, yo, they going back. They going back. I remember and German was like, hold on, man, it's first game of the season. I'm like, bro, I don't even care.
Mm-hmm.
They looking like that. They going back. And then they haven't looked like that the rest of the damn year. And so I'm just like, man, I would love to pick the Warriors. I love watching them play. That's my favorite team to watch play. That's not my favorite team. The Bulls are, but that's my favorite team to watch play. They're excited. I mean, it's just great basketball. It's just great, fun, love to look at. They play defense when they clicking. But golly, man, they can't get right for shit. And so I would think they could. You would think they could get it right, but I'm going on the trajectory of what's going on. Steph being out, Wiggins dealing with whatever issues they got. They don't know if Gary Payton gonna play or what's his health shit going
Tory,
on
that's
and all
all
that.
fine
But
and
I'm looking
dandy.
at it like
That's all.
I
Look,
just
that's
don't trust them right now
okay. That's
at
cool.
all.
That's cool. But my question is, can you listen to the question? What have
You
Memphis
asked me
shown
who
you?
thinking.
What have Memphis shown you?
They ain't got.
You're
They
telling
haven't
me,
shown me nothing, but they showing they look better than Golden State this year.
but but how did that jump from round one to the
I don't
finals?
care about last year. I'm talking about this year.
What have they shown you this year? You keep saying
They the
nothing.
number 2 seed and they look better than the Warriors.
They
If they
number two
played the
seed.
Warriors right now in a series, they beat them.
Shit. Okay. How much money you want to put on that?
They ain't playing right now, so it don't matter.
It does matter.
No, it don't. They ain't. They can't play tomorrow, and they
But
can't play a series tomorrow.
but see that right there lets me know that you don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
that's
believe
gas.
that they
Are
are
you?
better than them right now. Steph Curry's not even playing. Andrew Wiggins is not even playing. Gary Payton the second, whatever, it's not even playing. I'm gonna have to go with who's playing right now.
Bruh,
I have
you
to go
said
on what they done, like what they done this
okay.
year. I'm not
Tory,
talking about last year.
Tory,
Golden State has looked like
you just
ass.
said, Tory, that they play tonight, right? Who did they play tonight?
They play Philly.
They played Philly. You just said that it was up
Philly, the
17
number
points.
3 seed.
Okay,
Philly,
but
the
they
number
was
3 seed,
but
up
they was
17
up 10,
points and they
17
blew it.
points.
Yes.
Bro, that tells me a
And
lot right there.
The Warriors lost against the Lakers. LeBron
Without
scored
Steph.
13 points. LeBron scored 13 points, and they lost against the Lakers by a good amount.
Without Steph, right?
That don't even make sense.
I know. It makes sense to me without Steph, right?
You basically play without LeBron. He scored 13 points.
LeBron still played, bro. What you talking about?
The nigga scored 13 points, bro. That ain't no.
What was the
Anthony
score?
Davis saying he scored. Malik Beasley led all the score. He
What was
had
the score?
25.
What was the
Malik
score?
Beasley had 25. I can't remember. They lost. They ain't. It wasn't close.
Did Wiggins play?
No.
Okay. I mean, bro, I don't know how you not understanding my point. Bro. I really don't.
My point is the Warriors look like ass, and they've been looking like ass even when they was healthy. They're 29-30. They didn't get that way. They didn't get to 10th seed by Steph Curry being out the past 3 games. They got to the 10th seed by not winning on the road, not
What
playing
is
any
Grizzlies?
defense.
What is
They
Grizzlies
don't
record?
look good, man.
What is Grizzlies record?
35-23.
Go to the standings and see the last few games.
I know, like, I'm not arguing that they have losing games. I'm saying that the Warriors
Oh my
have
gosh,
lost
bro.
more. They have lost more. They
Without Steph.
don't look good. With Steph, they don't look
Without
good.
Steph and
They're
Wiggins didn't play
in
tonight.
10th place, bro.
Without Steph and Wiggins didn't
From
play
3
tonight.
games, bro. 3 games. Like 3 or 4 games. Like, so what? Steph, they don't look good, Jay. They don't. Until they
Without
start showing
Steph
me that
and
they
without
do.
Wiggins.
They ain't look good when they play, Jay. They in
Yes, they.
10th place. You
Bruh.
can't look good and them niggas playing. You in
Bruh.
10th place.
They was with the standings. Every
Bro, do you
team
hear what
from
I'm
like
saying?
6. Every team from like 6 to 13 was like a 5-game differential.
Man, the Warriors ain't been up there in how long, bro? The Warriors ain't been up there in how long? Like, they don't look good. If
Okay,
they start
so
looking like the Warriors, I'll change my answer to the Warriors. How about that? But
I
until
don't
they
want you
start
to change
looking
the
like the
answer.
Warriors, they don't look like the Warriors, Jay.
I don't want you
They
to change the
don't look
answer.
like the Warriors. I told you in the first game of the season they was gonna win it all. And then I've been watching them, and I'm like, what the fuck are they doing?
Okay, but have you been watching Memphis? So what they're showing you right now, you're saying you're confident by saying they're gonna go to the finals.
I'm saying they look better than Golden State.
No, answer the question. Do you
Yes, I
think
picked them.
so?
I
So
said
looking at them,
Boston is gonna play the Grizzlies, and Boston gonna win the ship.
okay. So you think right now they're good enough to go to the finals?
Nah, that's not what he's not picking the Grizzlies. He's picking against everybody else.
No, but Maul,
That's what
the
it is.
question is
That's
simple though.
exactly what I'm
The
doing.
question is
Because
simple.
don't
Right
nobody
now, you will
God.
pick the Grizzlies going to the finals. It's
But
Yeah,
that
that's
you
what
simple.
he's
get what
asking.
but Maul, you okay.
Yeah.
Ball, you got what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. Your pick is based on everybody else, not Memphis, because you can point to reasons that everybody else is going to fall apart, but you can't really point to one for Memphis right now because of the way they've been playing, considering last year's
But he's
playoffs.
saying Golden State playing ass, but then
They
Grizzlies are
are.
playing ass. But then yet he's still saying the
But
Grizzlies
the
going to the
Grizzlies are in
finals.
second seed.
Tory, what
So
difference
you
does it
gotta
make if they,
understand.
bruh?
Where that argument comes into play is if somehow, some way, Golden State is able to get to the playoffs, they got to go up against the Grizzlies.
They
Grizzlies have home
will.
court advantage, and Golden State's playing like crap on the road this year, so that may not be a good outcome for them. Um, but
But once again, here's my rebuttal. I know for a fact that I
That
would
they
not choose
champions. I know.
Grizzlies over Golden State when it comes time for the playoffs.
yeah, he's making his pick based on what's going on right now. You're making your pick on based on
History.
Steph coming back healthy.
But see, but
Because if Steph,
even
but yeah, it's a game changer if Steph comes back healthy and they get back on course. But
Yeah, because
as
that's the
far as
Warriors. But
yeah,
they
as
ain't
far
look
as
like the
today,
Warriors all year.
but what I'm
yeah,
saying is the Grizzlies are even playing like ass. So let's say like even if they don't go against Golden State, let's just say like if
Hmm.
they go against because they're number two, um, they'll be number 7 and 5 and 6, right? They will play the outcome of 5 and 6.
We talking about second round?
Yeah, like second round,
They'll play between.
or is it
No, they will play
three
between
and four?
three and four.
Yeah.
no,
Oh yeah,
it
yeah.
kind of depends because the division does come into play sometimes and it'll switch it up regardless of your ranking
I thought it
in
would
your
be
playoffs.
like. I thought it would be like if they get to the next one, it'll be between 3 and 4, and then the number one seed would play between. Is that
Five and
right? What
six,
is
right?
it?
Is it 5 and 6?
Is
Now
that
the
not
one
right?
seed plays between 7 and 8. One
One
seed
seed
plays
plays
8.
1-8.
Yeah,
One. No,
one
okay, I'm
eight,
talking about
two
second
seven.
round.
Yeah, we
I'm
talking
talking
about
about
Right.
second
if
round.
all the top seeds advance,
Then one will be playing 4.
one will be playing 4, and then the Grizzlies will be playing what 3?
Sacramento, yeah.
Man, they gonna beat the shit. Listen,
Man, I don't know, man.
man,
Coaching is a
nah,
big difference. Mike Brown is a
man.
defensive genius,
I
man.
got it,
So
what damn, what's the Grizzlies coach? Is it Malone? Malone, what's his name? I think they'll beat them. The Kings ain't getting out the first round.
that's
No matter ain't getting out the first round.
see, it's history.
Bruh,
That's history.
bruh. Had they done, you talking about
And
nothing, and you still
It's
choose them.
you
It's
asked me
like
who I
nah.
picked,
that's
and
just
you was
bananas
like
right there.
Grizzlies.
It's
Yeah.
simple.
Out of
It's
all
a
the
simple.
teams, look, you're
It's
biased
simple
about
in
the
the East.
Clippers. You're
Yeah,
saying that
it's
I'm not
simple in
going
the
to choose the
East though.
Warriors because of the health issue right now, and then you're bypassing Denver. Like Maul, you want to talk about
No, no,
um
no, no. I told
a
you why I didn't
standing
pick
that's like
Denver.
meaningless is it would be the Grizzlies. You know what I'm saying? Denver has been doing something. And then like
I I
who
told
else?
you why I wouldn't pick Denver.
Why?
I told you why. I told you how great the Joker is. That pace, that style, I feel like it's not gonna work in the playoffs. I feel like it really is not. I feel like going through him and all of that stuff, and like, and I know you got Jamal Moore, Murray, and Porter. I just don't. I don't think that's gonna I don't think that's gonna win. That's just what I don't think that's gonna win, bro. I really
Oh, the
don't. I really don't
Suns.
think.
The Suns.
Yeah,
Those other team.
yeah.
Um,
And we hit
Man, the
on the
West is
Suns.
the West is a mess, bro. It's too many ifs, but the East is a little more clear and cut. You know who's gonna be in the Eastern Conference Finals in the
but
East.
see, this is what I'm saying. It's like for me, it's like even like if you take away the
Excuse me,
first
sir.
round and the second round, but let's just talk about finals. Okay,
Hmm.
he still said Grizzlies, and I'm like, so you really think the Grizzlies can beat
Okay.
Denver? Can
So
beat
also,
Clippers?
hmm so look what I'm saying too. So think about if like you got all these teams here, and then we just don't know.
Or hell, even
At
Dallas,
that
bro.
point, they can get hot, just like all the other teams can get hot. The
That's what
Grizzlies,
Jeremy's bank. That's what Jeremy's banking on.
I got that,
I'm
but
Instead
not
of
I
banking
Philly
really
on.
banking
think
I'm
on the
not banking
Warriors.
on the Warriors getting hot, but I'm the Warriors been the Warriors, man. Like it's not a career-ending injury that Steph is going through. Whatever Wiggins is
no.
going through, it's not like he's gonna be sidelined for the rest of the year. That's all that I'm saying. Is I understand that now it's like a mess. That's cool, but championship teams, to me, by you being a champion, I'm gonna hang my hat on that. Okay, you're gonna know what it takes to get
So
to
you going
the
off the
next round.
history of it?
Hey,
It
bro.
could be his, but it's what they have shown. It's not just about the history. It's like what they're about. So for me, like an upcoming team, okay, you got to show me like, okay, yeah, we was down 0-2, you know what I'm saying, or down, 2-1, and came back and won. Just like with Boston, I give Boston hell praise, like you know what I'm saying, because they don't went through it. They know how to win. So when someone says like, okay, I got Boston, you know what I'm saying, whatever, whatever. Okay, there's no debate there because yeah, they have shown they don't win up against Golden State in the finals. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? They done beat a Brooklyn team that was somewhat like above them at that time. You know what I'm saying? So beating a Bucks team, even though it was without Milton, but still they got scars on their chest. I can
Hmm.
respect that. When you don't have no scars, I don't respect that. That's where I'm coming from. So it's like with Grizzlies, what have you shown me? You beat Timberwolves in a 7-game series that you shouldn't have won, and then that was it. I don't see you.
That's what I'm
I would
saying.
I
I
would
get
probably
what you're
say a
saying about the
second.
history.
I would say a second round, but I'm not gonna give you a full final ride. Like no, that's crazy. Because even in the season, if you're paying attention to their games, they give up big leads. They don't play defense. Um um
And they
the
talk.
boy Jaren Jackson gets in foul trouble. Dylan gets in foul trouble. You know what I'm saying? John Morant, now he got like little quirkiness with his knees. So it's like this is during the season. This is this season. So it's like I'm not just going based upon past, bro. I'm looking at the whole picture. And it's like when you're looking at these games that they should win, or just like when you see a team that's building up momentum, okay, when they play these certain games, they should be winning. They're not. And so it's like you're doing all this talking, you're doing all this boasting and bragging. It's a lot of gas behind you, but there's no proven ground. There's nothing. So it's like for me, I just don't. I can't like respect that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more than just the history. History is part of it, but you also got to look at what's going on right now. And right now, they're not playing at the par. They're not playing like a team that should be considered favorites to be in the finals.
That's a good note to end it on. That's a good take though. What he just said. And if you look at these standings, man, literally it's from 7 to 14.
It's like a game or 2 games or something.
Yeah,
No,
that's
it's
not.
from 7 to 13 is 3 games, and 7 is Minnesota, and 13 is the
That's less
Lakers.
exactly.
So
That
you
shit
don't
could
you don't
swing.
think the Lakers can make the play in?
I'm not saying
No,
that
I'm
either.
saying
We're not saying
it's a
none. I'm
toss
not
up.
saying nothing
No, I'm
about Lakers.
Yeah.
asking you. Do you think the Lakers can make the play in with the moves they
Yeah,
made?
Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
That's
Do you
why
th-
that's
do
why the
you
West
think
is a
if they
mess.
get hot, there'll be a problem? Say if they get the AC, right? You think there'll be a problem for the Denver Nuggets?
Hell yeah. There'll be a problem with anybody. I'm gonna tell you right now. Memphis definitely don't want them.
Well,
Memphis
that means they have
definitely
to
don't
be a
want them.
7 seed.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, like I said, like when you look at these standings, like it's less than 5 games, bro. Like anything could swing.
Hmm.
And so even though how badly Warriors is playing, I'm saying to myself like, oh, if you're playing that bad and there's you know what I'm saying, like there's no momentum, and then like when stuff gets back, it's like, well hell yeah, you perfect. You know what I'm saying? You could tread that water. A team that's trying to prove themselves can't be in those waters. You don't want to swim with a shark with Warriors, bro. I'm trying to tell you, you don't want to do that. You want to be somewhere safe. And
Bro.
right now, it's like they're not safe, bro. Cause they losing games. Like eventually, you talking about like number 2 seed, lose 4 in a row. See what they had.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. They lose 4 in a row. They in the play-in.
You know what I'm
Um,
saying? Like that don't mean nothing, bro. That don't mean nothing.
But
and you haven't
something's
proven nothing. Now the
something
Warriors lose
so
4 games in a row, it's still gonna be doubt, of course. You know what I'm saying? Of course you're gonna be like, but it ain't gonna be like they can't come back from. They
But
talked
the
all that
Warriors better
shit,
not lose 4 in a row.
all that gas they
Yeah.
got behind them, all that shit, and then all of a sudden they start losing. Let's see where their confidence be at. Now that's where history comes in at because we done been here, done that before. Grizzlies ain't got that. They young, and as soon as you take their confidence away, what they got? You got rings sitting in the background or banners in the background telling us like, oh, we been here, oh, we good. No, no. Lose 4 games in a row. They lost a game tonight,
yeah,
right? Lose 3 more
hmm
and come holler at me.
that's a good point.
What if the Warriors lose?
We still good.
It's a scary stat. I'm about to throw a scary stat at you.
All right.
Home wins in the West, the Warriors are third.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Home losses in the West, the Warriors are third to last.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's a wild stat. I don't know what's going on with them on the road, but
That's, that's what I'm
because they're
saying. They
such a
so Jack. Was it Jack
yeah
on Hyde?
yeah they're so low.
Yeah.
It's
They're
so
gonna have to win road
crazy.
games. They're not gonna have a home court advantage on any of their series if they make it out to play in. So they gotta fix that.
That's
But
all I was saying, man. That's all I
yeah,
was saying. Like a healthy Warriors team, and I say that like it's gonna be tough. But damn, boy, they ain't look like the Warriors all year, and they wasn't ranked high before Curry got hurt. They were still around the same way Wayne he was healthy, and so that's why I'm
I
like,
They
man,
was
what the hell
floating. They
they
was
doing,
floating with
bro?
like 4. I want to say a good 4 in their range. They wasn't down there. They was above 6. But of course, you know what I'm saying, it's some drop. But it's like I said though, when you look at the standings, it ain't that much separation, man. Any team that goes on a losing streak
I just
is
they
in
can
know at
trouble.
forget
one
it.
point they
Yeah,
were. I just know at one point I think they were like 20 or 21 and 23 or
Yeah.
24, something like that, and Curry was playing. So that's why
Yeah,
I
but
was
they was
like,
still
what
up
the
there.
hell are they
They
doing?
was
That
still up there in the standings, just like what you're saying with the Timberwolves. Like the the space with the differential of games and stuff is still it was still close, just like how it is right now. So it's like the West, I get it. It can go either way. You know what I'm saying? A team can be, 6 right now and then jump up to 2 or 3. You know
well,
what
I'm
I'm
gonna tell you
saying?
what I want the first round game to be. I want the Suns versus the Warriors, and then we can just go from there.
Mm.
right. Yeah, it's
Hey,
gonna be that.
hey, I would like that too.
On that note, I gotta go, y'all. It's out the two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
All right. Well, we're gonna end it right
All
there.
right, Ma.
Great going. I'll catch
Yeah,
y'all on the next
yeah.
time.
Yeah, we have next time. We have something else to talk
Yeah.
about.
Next
Talk about
next week.
something. Talk about everything. Maybe a little bit more control.
Right. Time
Well,
limits
it
on
was.
topics and stuff.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's first time, man.
First time, yeah, exactly.
First time.
Okay.
Shit was good though.
Okay. Well, I'll catch y'all next time.
All
All
right,
right, yo.
Ma.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could just shoot his character.